whole goddamn time.
You see things in the shadows and you hear things in the dark. I live in the dark. Human beings ain't only just human, you know. They got animals living inside them too.
All right. Hell yeah.
Guys.
What's going on, man?
Not too
That
much.
intro
Man.
was way too heavy.
Yeah, man. Too much, huh?
I'm
I
down
was
here and that was up there.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing something different this time. This was Darren's idea. So blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This week fucking mentally scarred me, I think. Well, all of us in a different way. So
yeah. Torment, man. So basically, this is the power of 3 stream. You got 3 people watching fucking movies, blind watching movies, 6 blind watches, 3 different countries, 3 different fucking picks that we choose, each one of us. So yeah, man, this ought to be fun. This ought to be a fun one.
well, fun's not the word for some of these films, but yeah, it should be good talking about these actually.
Right. But let me catch the chat right quick. I see Chris C was here. He says slash the like for these cool Jalo gents. We'll watch the replay. Yeah,
Cheers,
man.
Chris.
Hell yeah. And then Texas says Friday is Yay Day for the panel of pain. Hell yeah, man.
Text.
Let's see. Holland. You got Holland in here. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
We got Corey. Wilkie's movies and music.
Corey.
Yeah. Let's see. Everybody saying hey. Let's see. Haha, nice intro. I remember that dog scene in the Beyond catching me off guard. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was trying to find clips of blind people. So I just go back to what I know always, seems like. I mean,
You should have put the clip of that girlfriend of Toxic Avenger.
Oh shit! It's been a long time since I've seen Toxie.
That's why he gets. That's why he gets the pussy. It's because she's blind. So it's pretty bad. It's not a happy story.
I remember a little bit about Toxic Avenger, man. It's been a long fucking time. Holy shit!
I fucking love that film.
It's been the USA days. Like we back in the day there was a channel USA, and it would play that type of shit all the time, like at night, But yeah, man. So I don't know, man. How y'all want to do this? You want to start it out, Darren? Which one you want to talk about? You want to talk about?
Right. Do you want to? Yeah, basically, each of one of our own picks, is it? So say I'll pick,
yeah.
So we can start with a spiral staircase if you want.
Yeah.
And then we'll go through there.
Let's start with a banger.
Yeah, so starting off with the spiral staircase, 1946. It's directed by Robert Seidelmack. Hope I haven't butchered that. And it's adapted from a novel, Must Watch. So basically, you've got this young, mute woman who's being stalked and terrorized in kind of this big mansion. There's serial killers at large, and he's killing off women with disabilities, kind of, if they can't talk or if they're crippled and all that. And basically it's black and white for the time, 1946.
Yeah,
it's shot over one night, which is kind of, I really like that. During this big storm. And yeah, so basically what's your thoughts? Obviously first time watch for both of you.
You want to go ahead, Darren? I mean, Gizmo, or you want me to?
Yeah, I can say quick what my thought is. I liked it, but I always go with the negatives first. the negative thing I have with the movies from the 40s, generally from America, is the music choices. I think the sound design on the movie is amazing, but I just always get off when it comes to the music choices they do in American films from the 40s and 50s, actually. Because the music often seems so nice in many ways. It's kind of off-putting for me often. But what I did love about the film is the actress. I remember her from that children film. I saw it 100. Or it's actually not a children film, but it was sold as one that Old Yeller, or how would say it, the dog film, where they, spoiler alert, kill the dog in the ending. Every child gets tormented by that film. She is the mother in that film. So I always remember her really well from that film. Beautiful shot. It's amazing actually to see the classic Jolly while the close-up of eyes and first in the closet, but I do it later on also in the film. It's a moody film that I really enjoyed, and probably actually one of my favorite now from the 40s of the classic, how you say, like the classic independent horror movies like the Black Cat and so I think I like the Black Cat a little bit more, but I haven't seen many from the 40s that I really love from America. So I now I'm talking horror. So I really enjoy this film, Darren, and yeah, I think I will give it another shot later on as well. Maybe I like it even more. I had to see it online, so that was a big bummer because the scan that was there wasn't that good. But yeah, that's what I have to say about it. It's a good film, I think.
Nice. I'm glad,
Yeah, man.
glad you liked it.
Yeah, I really dug it, man. I was feeling that shit from the jump. I was all in that shit, man. It's got the classic, like the killer looks like at the beginning of the film, the killer looks like very similar to Blood and Black Lace.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when he's stalking the chick or whatever, and she's mute, and we don't. I mean, we kind of find out later. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but you find out later why she's mute. So I thought that was pretty interesting because there's been a lot of films that have done something similar to that from that. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I mean, maybe a lot of times I know these are happy coincidences type shit, you know, because like people are always saying that, you know, so I can't say that one film took from another, but I really like this one, man. The eye in the closet, like Gizmo was talking about, I got Black Christmas vibes. Very similar. I like how it overlaid. Like I like how they overlaid the scenes in the eye. I mean, that shit.
Yeah.
This is in 46, man. So I mean, I don't really know all the technical shit, but I can imagine like this looks better than a lot of new shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is 46, man. This is like doing a lot with very little is what it looked like to me. And the story's pretty solid. I didn't figure it out right out the gate, but I did figure it out about midway through, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they were just doing something way too much. That's all I'll say. I'm being very vague about it. So
yeah, there's not that many characters in it, so
right.
You look like into it quite a bit, you probably will work it out. But there's a kill in this as well early on, the first kill.
Yeah.
That reminds me a lot of Tenebrae because you got the woman, she's trying to get clothes on, you know, and then this killer comes from nowhere.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Black Christmas connection as well. You know, there's no denying the eye. And yeah, I just think it works. You know, I think it's a good murder mystery. I know, you know, if you look into it too much, you might be able to work it out, like Dirk did. But don't think that stops you from enjoying the film.
No, man. It's the atmosphere is there. I mean, you got the spiral staircase idea. I think that's really killer. Like,
yeah, I think this film probably influenced quite a lot. Definitely the whole slasher genre, I would say, in some way. Because,
and the genre, you know.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, 46. So yeah, the Giallo.
Because you see the black gloves come out, and I was like, damn. Like, when you see the black gloves, I was like, holy shit. I wonder if that's like the first one that did it, though. You know? I don't know.
Probably, yeah. From what I can think of, I think the film's all about like shadows and like atmosphere and all that. But yeah,
and the acting's really damn good, man.
I was going to say some great performances, especially the lead, Dorothy McGuire, I think her name was. Imagine what she would be like now, because she's stunning, back in the day. So I think she would have, if she come out in this era, I think she would have been a big star. So I think she plays that role great. And the old woman, man. I was
going to say the old woman, she's great.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm glad you both like that one.
I actually thought about it when I watched it, because we were doing tomorrow a Rape Revenge stream. And I thought about it because I've seen a movie that many talks about as kind of like inspired the Rape Revenge genre. It's made in 1934, maybe 32, something like that. It's a German film. That's also has the close-up of the eyes in the shadows and has the black gloves and everything. But I thought about with Nosferatu film, because if you think about it, Nosferatu also have a shot where a dude is standing in the shadow with just the eyes.
Yeah.
So I think it's been like copied and copied and copied. But what I really liked about this film was I saw through the Rotten stream, if you remember, the Red Shoes, and that's from 1949, I think, or something.
Yeah.
And I was shocked how well it was made, just in the same way I was with the Wonderful Life movie, because normally films from this time period are not heavily cut in a way. And I thought that this film was really fast paced in many ways. If you compare it with a movie in the time period, it's like they go on close-ups to half shots and stuff like that all the time in this film. And I thought that was really interesting. It was a fast edit movie in many ways for the time period. So yeah, I think it was ahead of its time in the genre. Right. If you compare it with the Black Cat, to say it, is a lot faster, this film, like in a good way.
Yeah, it's very fast paced, man. I mean, I wasn't bored at all. I mean, I'm not looking at my clock, none of that shit. You know what I mean? So,
no.
Let me catch the chat right quick. Let's see. Where was I at? I should have kept it. I think I got it. Got Mayanne in here. Hello, panel chat. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. And hey, Old Yeller, good film. Really sad.
Yeah, Wrangler. I'll be right back.
All right. Benji made me cry as a kid. Yeah. All right. We got Dead Pit in here. We got CK in here.
Hey,
what's going on, man? Let's see. Any of y'all in the chat get in on the Giallo Essentials fire sale? Yeah, he sent me that. There's a fire sale going. I think you get like 2 for $50 on the on the Giallo Essentials Arrow.
I think I got all them individually. Otherwise, I'd be on that. Definitely.
I do too. That's what I told him. I got them all. But anybody that don't have them, this is the time to get them, man. 2 for $50. That's pretty damn crazy.
That's amazing value, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Wild Ranger. Love movies from the 50s. Yeah, man. I love movies like I've said this. I don't know if I said it here, but if it's got a good story, the people can act. You know what I mean? Like there's a decent like cameraman, decent director.
Yeah,
I'm all there.
They're well made. Like Gizmo says.
Was that?
Like Gizmo said, a lot of them are really well made. Yeah,
right.
Obviously you're gonna get shit, in every kind of decade. But
think about it though, like back in the day, people relied more on the actor's performance. Now it's like it's not so much now. So now it's more. Let's throw all these visuals and all this eye candy shit at you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But that's why I like a lot of.
And back in the day, And back in the day, they also let performance actually perform. Nowadays, they want everything to be like a fucking documentary, almost like it's just looking out your window at your neighbors talking. So I think I love the old ones better because it feels like they are actually performing in some way or another.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Anthony in here. What's going on, man?
Hey, man.
Let's see. I think Corey's asking CK about that sale. Let's see. Yeah, Arrow posted it on Facebook, 2 for $50 on the Giallo Essentials. Pretty damn good. There's my beautiful wife. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Tash.
Let's see. Going through the chat, y'all. Everybody saying, hey. Got Sean in here. What's going on?
Hey, Sean.
Thank y'all for showing all the love. Yeah, definitely. And if you, if you feel like it, you can always. Let's see. Shit. The hell was that? Okay. All right. I think we're caught up with the chat. But yeah, man. Spiral Staircase, man. Great movie. I give it 8 out of 10. I do. But what? Oh, I think Darren's froze.
He's just playing with us.
Stop doing that. You're freaking me out, man.
Come on, Darren. Yeah. It's not funny anymore.
Oh, shit, man.
Oh.
All right. All right. I guess the internet's acting weird over there. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm far away from there, and he's like, it's almost the same.
I thought he was like down the street.
No, he's my neighbor, next door neighbor.
Right. Let's see. We got Cinephile Sanity, man. Yeah, check out his channel, man. He's got some stuff. Texas got a channel too, man. Check his stuff out.
Hey,
check out everybody here, man. Check out Dead Pit, everybody's, man.
Yeah.
Wilkie's Movies and Music, Anthony's Horror and More, everybody. That's an insane sale. Hell yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I guess we'll go to the next film. And which one you want to talk about, Gizmo?
I can start with the most.
What'd you give Spiral Staircase?
Strong 6 out of 10.
Okay. Where you got it at, Darren?
I'll give it a 10. Like, it's one of my favorite films.
Yeah, it's an 8, solid 8 for me, for sure. It could go up too, man, because I liked it a lot. Yeah.
I will start with Nattevakten or Night Shift,
or Night Watch,
called in English.
Yeah.
Night Watch. Thank you. Yeah.
Night Watch. Yeah. Because I found about 20 of them.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? So I had to make sure I had the right one, But
this is the only original, and this is without a doubt the best one of them. If anybody tells you differently, fuck them. Okay, so the movie is about, if I remember it, it's been some years since the last time I saw it, but if I remember it rightly, it's about the lead actor. He's studying, I believe, and he needs money, so he start working at this morgue. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, he's at a morgue. He's a law student. He's trying to get money. So he's working at a morgue. Go ahead.
Yeah, and he starts to experience shit there that are kind of creepy. But at the same time, there is a murder mystery going on around the city of Copenhagen, And on top of that, without spoiling anything, I don't want to go too much into this story because this is something you should go in blind to. But they have the thing that put this film over most slashers, giallos, and everything for me is that on top of all of that, they also put in the Scandinavian noir style to it that are really famous from out here. And this is the best it's done, I think. Plus, they also have this really funky and funny game through the entire thing. He and his pal, it's Nicola Costa-Waldau playing the lead, and his best friend is Kim Bodnia. He was at least Denmark's most famous and most most liked actor. And they have a game together that I think is just amazing. I have seen that on a film before I saw this one. I know it's been done before, but this was my first experience with that, where one of them is telling the other person, you have to do this, then the person needs to do it. And I just thought that was so damn good. Like
no matter what you have to do it.
So it just puts that has nothing to do with a murder mystery, but it just puts the entire film on a kind of an edgy point, so you never know how far this film will go. But it is a mainstream film from Denmark, and it's so you shouldn't expect like it's going in really dark territories here. But that's what I would say about the film.
What you got, Darren? What do you think about it?
Right. So I liked it. I wouldn't. I was expecting something totally different because I spoke to Gizmo and he was saying like it's a slasher, which it is. But I was just expecting like this cheesy, slasher kill every 5
it's
10
serious.
minutes.
It's serious.
It's very serious. Yeah. It's
I don't like movies like that, Darren. So I will never say that to you.
Yeah. So I was taken a bit aback by how serious it was. I think it's very dark at times. With this guy working in the like morgue. I really liked the acting. I thought the two guys egging each other on, the two things, was great. His friend, I thought was really good. But I thought it was a little bit overlong, if I'm honest. And I wasn't massive on like the ending with the humor and stuff. But yeah, I liked it. I would think it's one that I think I need to go back and watch again, knowing what to expect rather than anything else. But yeah, it had my attention all the way through. Like you say, it's probably just a little bit too long for me, but very, very dark. Well done film, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, so you were telling me before I watched it that, like, what is that? The Autopsy of Jane Doe didn't have shit on this one. And
for me, I like this.
But it's like, because I was getting those vibes at first when I was first watching it. I was like thinking it was supernatural because this guy, he's working like the graveyard shift in this morgue, and he keeps having to go in there to the dead bodies. And there's a whole backstory that somebody worked there before that I think had sex with the dead bodies or something, some weird shit like that. So he's freaked out because there's weird shit keeps happening while he's working. And it's like the suspense part, like this is not spoiling the film at all, but there's big time suspense, like the door cannot close or he would be fucking locked in there with the dead bodies in like this freezer. And that's like, holy shit, man. So I was like, every time he'd go in there, I keep thinking, make sure you fucking let that door close, motherfucker.
Right.
Like it had me like giving a shit, you know what I mean? So it definitely did its job. But can't go into it too far because this one I definitely don't want to spoil for anyone. I liked it a lot. This is 94, right? I believe.
Yeah,
this is 94. So this I can't pronounce this guy's name, but he's like one of the Lancasters in Game of Thrones. He's like
Nicola Costa-Waldau.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, what he said. But But yeah, man, I give this one. I'll probably give it a. It's definitely worth it, man. It's got. If you're into true crime too, I think you'd really like this one. You got to read it. You know, a lot of people, it takes them away from that. Like my wife, she's really into true crime, but she won't watch nothing that she has to read. And I try to explain, like, you're missing out on a lot of cinema. You know, you're missing out on a lot of good shit if you just read it. But you know, it is what it is. I would give it
Killer.
I give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, straight up.
The Killer as well. He's got a unique way, the way he kills victims.
Yeah.
So I won't give anything away.
I
really like the one scene early on where his mate, you know, breaks into the morgue and gives like that's a great scare scene. But yeah, I'll give it a solid 6. Sorry, Dirk. Go on. What was you going to say?
Okay. I did like the fact too, though, that when you see the killer, it does it like a giallo, you know?
Yeah.
It's like he's wearing white. He's wearing white and white medical gloves and shit, like the opposite of a giallo, almost. The color anyway. But
did you find the humor though? Because there's quite a bit of humor in there, actually. Dark comedy.
The only humor I found was with the
wedding,
between the friends, and then the wedding. I mean, that's you know, I guess on the happy note kind of
deal.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I'll say.
Very, very Scandinavian humor in this film, so it's like it's as dark as it comes. This is the kind of mainstream film you can make in Scandinavia, in Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, where you actually don't offend people, no matter how dark you go. So that's why I love it. I think it's probably the best horror film made in Scandinavia ever. I even put it higher than Let the Right One In.
Damn!
I think the reason why is because of all the retro shit we have gotten for the last 30 years. I think this is probably the one that was first and still also managed to keep its own tone in many ways. I can't compare it with any other film, right? Because it mixes 3 genres together. Also, it has comedy, it has ghost horror, or like the supernatural, natural stuff, and also the crime noir style that I like a lot, and also actually slashers if you put that in as well.
Yeah, it's very serious tone though. But Darren said, there is some points in the film where it does the humor thing, But I don't think it didn't take me out of it or anything. I like the shit with the 2 friends making them do shit, daring each other basically to do shit. But they have to do it. It ain't like you have a choice. You have to fucking do it. Kind of deal.
Yeah. They definitely had a good chemistry, those 2 as well. They seemed like it's totally believable that they would be good friends and they're egging each other on and stuff. That was great. Yeah.
There is another one.
It needs to be known, this film, a bit more than
it does. Definitely. That's what I was gonna say. There is another Night Watch, and I'm guessing it's the same story, and I haven't seen it, but I think it's got Patricia Arquette in it. But I highly recommend this one. It's from '94. What's the director's name?
If you think of Ole Bjørndal, I think. But if you think about the one with the Ewan McGregor, is that how you say his name?
Oh yeah.
That's the same movie remade 4 years later, same director as well. But I didn't like the film that much. I thought it was just too super, like it didn't dare to go into the stuff that I really like with the original, where it feels original, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, I noticed a lot of these guys do that. Like The Vanishing, same thing, right? Like the director he did a Dutch version and he did an American version.
Yeah, Funny Games as well.
Yep, Funny Games. All right, let me catch a chat right quick. We got Wrangler saying, "Slap it good." Yeah, hell yeah, man. Slap that like in the ass. Yeah, hell yeah. What he said.
Yeah. Let's not talk about ass before we talk about cruising.
Oh my
Right.
God. I was going to say to the people watching, stay tuned because there should be some fun coming up.
Right. Slap
At
that
least
like
two of these are fucking mental films.
Yeah, there's two of these films that are very interestingly disturbing. So,
And the funny part is that I think of the two films, I will not tell which films it is, but of the two films you have talked about, you haven't talked about the most disturbing film yet, in my opinion. But that's my opinion.
Okay.
But
Okay.
without a doubt, if you think about it, when we break it down, you will start thinking, what the fuck? But let's talk about that later on.
right. Let's see.
So, Dirk.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
No, I was just thinking of your title, but the chat.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's the first time I've ever seen someone wearing a House of the Devil shirt. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Ty West film, like, of the films I've seen of his. So
I watched that for The Rotten, and I think I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. But the more I think about it, it's one of those films like just keeps going up in my estimation.
speaking of retro, I mean, I think this one did it right. The House.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I just didn't want to lose my thought.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
Let's see. Wild Wrangler, Dirk, Bulldog plus Shih Tzu equals. My grandfather called a Shih Tzu a mop with legs. Yeah. My son Christian had a Shih Tzu for like 20 years. Let's see. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, the House of the Devil shirt is badass. Yeah.
Oh, we should get Anthony on and let him explain to us how he walks the dog.
Yeah.
It was the most fun time I ever had when he tried to explain how we walk the little poodle or what the fuck they have. It was like a 2 minutes long explanation how the poodle walks in the thick snow. I was just laughing my ass off.
Man, let's see. All the snow's gone, but it's been raining like the days of Noah. For like 5 days straight, it's been raining his ass off. Let's see. Wild Wrangler says, Dirk, Darren, and Gizmo, you glad they did not make sequels to the House of the Devil? Yeah, I am glad. We need more of that.
Yeah.
We need more one-offs. You know, we don't need everything. Don't need a sequel. You know, like. Right. I don't think When Evil Lurks needs a sequel. I think it's perfect. Just leave it like that. You know.
I don't know though, because he made X, and obviously there's 2 sequels to X, and they're done really well. So I think Ty West is definitely the guy. If he was to make a sequel, he could do a good one. You know.
Yeah, I guess so, but maybe not House of the Devil though. Like,
maybe not.
I can see it with Pearl, the Pearl character, and Maxine character. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I guess glad they did not. Thoughts? No sequel to the House of the Devil, Texas, Anthony and Sean. Okay, sorry. Anyone seen The Hidden Fortress, 1958 Japanese film by Akira Kurosawa? Love this film.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Me
and Darren hadn't seen it. I knew Gizmo's seen it probably.
Right.
Yeah, I love all of it. All of his films I like.
We don't have a Kurosawa, but we got what's his name? How do you say his name?
Which one's that?
Oh, you mean Takeshi Miike?
Mika, yeah. Mm-hmm. We got one of his films, Takeshi Miike. But yeah, man, I guess
The Hidden Fortress is the one that inspired Star Wars a lot.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's on me.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a highly underrated Mario Bava film. It was called Rabid Dogs, but Lamberto Bava, like, I think for 2 decades, this film wasn't completed. It was sitting on a shelf. Lamberto Bava finished the film edited it, and they renamed it Kidnapped. Basically, what this is about, this is like so far removed. This is like far away from anything Mario Bava has done. This is probably his most violent film, his most sleazy film. Like it is. You can't tell that's a Mario Bava film, and I still love it, but it's just holy shit. So there's like these payroll bank robbers, like these they rob a payroll basically, and they get away. The characters' names is Doc, Blade, and 32. Is that what his name is? 32.
Yeah, 32.
Yeah.
So
because of his size of his cock.
Yeah.
Basically,
so,
yeah.
Right. And that's George Eastman, by the way. So
I love him
playing that role. And so they rob the payroll. There's like a shootout, getaway type shit. Then they come upon this guy. He's got a sick kid. They kind of take his car, like, take over and shit. They got a chick. They just straight up bloody, just from what I remember, right? They just straight up kill a chick during the getaway. Just cold blooded kill. Don't they kill some cops too? Or
no? But I they kill. This isn't spoiling because it's in the opening of film. But they don't kill her straight away like that. It happens actually in an accident first.
Okay. Yeah,
because
that's right.
He's
the Blade.
Yeah.
The Blade character does it, and when they get away, they take the kid and the dude hostage. They got a hostage with them, and they're just trying to get. I mean, it's great movie though, man. This is high violence, exploitation, sleaze. Like I said, can't put it over enough. But what are y'all's thoughts on it, man?
Do you want me to
go?
You
want to start there in our same?
Yeah, I really like this. Like, knowing it was a Mario Bava film, I was kind of shocked at how far they did go. It's like very mean spirited. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Hitchhike with David Hess and Franco Nero in terms of it's like a road kind of movie. I know, because they're in this car basically from the start of the film to the end. Some great performances. I think the big guy, is it Luigi Montefiore? I think the guy who was in Absurd. He's great.
George Eastman.
Oh, George, yeah, that's his Italian name.
Right.
he was great. You've got Blade. It's kind of like a poor man's Thomas Millian, the actor who was playing him.
Yeah,
I thought he did a good job. I'd love to have seen Thomas Millian in that role. I think he would have elevated that to a higher level.
I thought he did good though. The guy that played Blade.
Yeah. I just love Thomas Millian. I just think he would have been great. But no, I really liked it. I was kind of surprised by how far it went as well. The whole twist was brilliant. I did not see any of that coming.
I didn't think y'all would. I mean, I don't know. Did you catch that, Gizmo? The twist?
What?
At the end of
ending?
Yeah.
You did? I didn't catch it. No, I didn't catch it before the ending, but I know the twist. What you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I told y'all before y'all watched it. I don't think you're gonna figure out the twist at the end like that. You don't really see that.
But I will let Darren talk first, or finish up, and then we can talk about the ending also.
Right.
But there's a scene in it as well that you guess. It's not going to be a spoiler, but they get this girl to piss her pants. It kind of reminded me of Last Days on the Left. That's probably where they got that idea.
Right.
But that's just kind of giving you a little insight to how fucking deranged these guys are. There's no kind of sympathy in them at all. It's just brutal from the start to finish. But
I think Blade probably has a little more than 32.
I don't know. I thought they were just as bad as one another, to be honest. I think the guy in the front, the main guy, he kind of was a little bit more sympathetic,
more reserved. He's more business, all about the business type shit.
Right, yeah, but all the cast do a great job. You got the women in the film as well. But I'll let Gizmo go. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I got not that much more to say about it, but I can say that I like the 3 turning points in the film. In the opening part of the film, I was thinking about, are these 3 criminals like, do they have empathy for people? And it seems like that, because when the accident happened with the first woman that gets the knife in the throat, you can actually see that they are shocked. But later on, you understand why. It's because when they actually killed someone there, they know the cops will hunt them down no matter what.
Yep.
And I kind of like that, because first I was thinking, okay, we are going to follow these 3 people, so we need some empathy here. But it was actually good that they didn't go that way around with this. That it was pure fucking. These were the scumbags of Earth, like, and
Yeah.
and I will, as I always say, I'll go with the minus first. What I didn't like was the female lead, the mother in the film. I think she was really wrongly cast for me, to be honest, because she didn't have, again, with the word empathy, I couldn't find empathy for her because of her looks. And that this is something with films that you need to find out who. She was really good in acting, but I need somebody that I can look at and feel sorry for in a way. And I just thought that she reminded me of some kind of porn actress in a way. I don't know why, but she was kind of. I think it also was because she was kind of, it was there, and it was kind of sweaty all the time and everything and all of that. But anyway, I did enjoy the film a lot, and I thought this is the best Bava film I've seen so far.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
As you know, I haven't seen that many. I think I've seen 6 of his films so far.
Okay.
I find them normally a little bit soft. That's the word I want to use, because I'm used to a little bit more edgy films, but he was kind of the first to come there. So I understand that he couldn't, but this movie is not soft at all. This is a hard edge kind of terror movie that really kicks you in the balls. And
Right.
and about the ending, I don't look at it as or of course it's a twist, but I don't really, because it's impossible to spot that in the film. How could you?
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
But
it's more of,
now there is a couple times, because I've seen it a couple times now, but there are a couple moments that actually gives you a clue. Like you just have to go back.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll have to go back and watch it again. Yeah, for that.
Yeah. And without spoiling the film, I will just say that I did ask the question a couple of times during the film, why the kid slept through so much, if you understand. But yeah, without spoiling, and I wouldn't go into that. But that was some questions I had. But the ending kind of reveals it. So that's probably one. I can't say more than I spoil it. But anyway, I like the film a lot. And George Eastman, was that his name? I always love him in films. Even the worst, crappy, fucking shitty Italian films I've seen, he's always great in them. I saw Iron Warrior, not Iron Warrior, but yeah, he's great in everything. He's playing in like this caveman movie. he I don't know how to explain it, but he always seems a little bit dumb in films, but in a good way, in a kind of way that you don't mess with him, and you know what I mean. He's kind of a slow character.
Yeah, you're not gonna mess with that dude. What is he, like 7'2" or some shit?
Yeah, he's
big.
He started in porno as well, a hardcore porno. I think Joe D'Amato made. Is it Erotic Nights of the Living Dead, or it could be Porno Holocaust, one of them. And he's full on. He does the full on, hardcore scenes as well. So yeah, crazy actor. But yeah,
a Porno Holocaust pops through the rotten stream.
It's either that one or Erotic Nights of the Living Dead is one of them.
All right, let me catch the chat. Let's see.
I will say that was a strong 7 as well, 8 or 10 for me. Probably go higher in time.
What do you give it?
This one I gave on Letterboxd, I gave it, I would say 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, cool, good. I'm glad. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really like this film. I will rewatch it. And I don't have it, actually. So I thought I had it on Arrow, but I don't. So I need to get a copy of it.
So Arrow has Rabid Dogs version?
Oh, old release. I always thought I had it, but
Yeah, I think it's got 2 versions on there. I haven't got it. I think
Okay.
it's like out of print as well. But
I
I need to get it.
I actually prefer the Rabid Dogs title more. I think it suits the film.
Can I just include one thing with the film? Also, I forgot. Darren just said that with Hitchhike, and I agree with you, Darren. I was also thinking Hitchhike through the film, but the thing that separates them in the mood for me is that I think actually Hitchhike is a little bit sexy at times.
It is, yeah.
If you know what I mean. Yeah. Well, this film is just dirty and fucking nasty.
Yeah.
So, but I also thought Hitchhike. No. So I agree with you, Darren. But I think they are kind of different genres, but still a little bit the same.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Anthony says, "I'm good with House of the Devil being a one and done. Wrangler, it's perfect as is." Yeah. Oh yeah.
I agree.
Let's see. I definitely say no to a House of the Devil sequel. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gizmo, I will teach you how to properly walk the dog, but you must be diligent and focused. Also, fearless.
And it's something like this, isn't it? How you milk a cat.
Yeah. Let's see. Greed, Texas, and Anthony. Let's see. Dirt kidnapped actor Al Latera was replaced by Ricardo Cucciola after the first 3 days of shooting. Okay.
Right, which one was that then? Which actor was that?
That's the lead, the guy driving.
Okay, yeah.
Ricardo, I think he did good though. Ricardo Cucciola.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Charlie 88. What's going on, man? Hey guys, are you guys talking about the movie called Rabid Dogs? Yeah. Rabid Dogs, aka Kidnapped. I'm sure it's probably got about 20 other titles as well. But
probably Shark Attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to be up there, right up there with one of the best sort of Italian crime films. I haven't seen too many, but it's up there for me.
I didn't mention it, but like when I was like reading some shit about it, they classified it as an Italian thriller noir film, and I don't think that's
not noir. It's a thriller, but it's not
describe this film at all. Like it's a sleaze fest exploitation fucking.
Like, there's elements of everything
crime
in there. Like there's even like, you know, without giving too much away, like one of the kills is like a giallo, you know, is in that regard, it's just a little bit of everything. But I'd say it's more Italian police, not police, sorry, Italian crime film more than anything else.
Let's see. Everybody's saying what's up. Okay, we're caught up. Yeah, man. So I think hold on, I think I got an important message that I need to show everyone.
This is not a message of happiness or reassurance, but it is the truth. And it is a warning.
That's how I got so sick. Someone called me on the telephone.
They smell like a pile of bullshit.
All right. I just thought everybody needed to hear that. No.
You should play that before a couple of the films to come.
Yeah.
Later, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect intro.
I'll probably be playing, you know, this shit here.
What the fuck? What movie is that from?
I don't know. What's that from? Where'd you find that too?
Oh man, I find all kinds of shit. Yeah. I have no idea. I just I look shit up and then I'm like, okay, yeah, that'll work. but yeah, man. All right, man. It's on you, Gizmo. What's the next masterpiece you got there?
We can go out. I didn't find the copy I have of the one of the films, but we can go with the one I have a copy of, and it's Itchy the Killer.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so this movie is actually impossible to talk about the plot without spoiling the ending. But what I will say, I can talk about the characters.
Yeah.
You have Itchy, the main dude in the film, or I would say he is the main dude, but he is not the one that gets most focus in the film, and that's one of the aspects I love about it. He is a serial, I would say, kind of ejaculation artist when it comes to watching people rape.
Yeah.
and
It's crazy.
and he's crazy as fuck, a serial killer as well. And he hates himself in many ways because he's so drawn to violence. And he always starts crying when he kicking ass or doing the crazy shit. And then you have on the other side, you have the most evil person ever on screen, I would say, that are really into BDSM on the really, really, really extreme level.
Yeah.
And he is part of, not, I wouldn't say Yakuza, but part of like the mob.
Yeah, he's definitely some kind of mob. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have two different plots in the film that are kind of more and more mixed together in a love story. But I can't say anything more, especially about the love story, because I think that's the main essence of the story to actually follow this film. But what I can say is it's based on a manga. And what's special about this film is that this is actually a live action film that was made before they made the animation. So I don't think I have ever read about a movie that has, or seen a movie that came out with a live action before the animation came. So that's really cool, I think.
So they made the animation after?
Yeah, 2 years after.
Holy shit.
When I watched this film the first time, I knew nothing about it. I didn't knew who Takeshi Miike was either. I'd seen Audition, but I hadn't seen any other films from him. And I was in a cinema, watched this with probably 400 people in the cinema. And when the movie was ending, half of the audience had left because people were sick. They were I think people were puking. It was the most crazy cinema experience I've ever had. And this movie was banned in over 40 countries in the time period between 2001 and 2008. It's the most extreme movie made after the 2000. Many people would say it's the most because it goes into stuff that the West are really against when it comes to sexuality and violence.
Yeah.
And I would say that I won't talk forever about this. You can talk about it. But the last thing I would say, what I really love about this was my favorite film for many years. After I rewatched it, it gone down a little bit, but it's still a really fucking masterpiece in my book. And I think if you removed all of the violence of the story of the movie and kept it just a superhero movie, it was the best superhero movie ever made. Because Itchy is kind of a superhero in the film. That's also something that never get mentioned. Yeah, I think it's a masterpiece, a masterpiece. And I see YouTubers are always talking about the extreme Cat 3 films or the extreme, like Last House on the Left, Train Murders, all the extreme films through time. But never hear people talk about Itchy. And I would say that this is way more extreme than any of those films, and it's kind of on the equal level of the most extreme Mondo films out there, in my opinion. But yeah. And then you have to see the unrated version of this, like 20 minutes longer than the theatrical version that was in.
Shit, man! This damn thing was over 2 hours already. Shit.
Yeah, maybe you've seen the.
Maybe I've seen the uncut because.
Yeah, this is the uncut version, and it's 2 hours and 4 minutes. And one person actually got to jail in Norway just by selling this film.
Damn!
It's illegal. It's illegal for me to sell this in Norway used.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's one of those.
That's crazy.
But shoot.
Yeah, man.
I know
think?
One of you hated it.
Go ahead, Darren. Let's get your thoughts, and then I'll clean it up, so to
yeah,
speak.
Okay. I did not like this at all, to be honest with you. Putting it on, like straight away, I think my version was like 2 hours, 9 minutes, something like that. But I give it 4 minutes. So I give it a fair go. But I mean, it's just good. For me, I found it was just gore for the sake of gore. It's fucking never ending as well. It doesn't give you a minute to like fucking chill calm down, chill. It's just 100% gore, 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 gore.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of, that's never been my thing,
Right.
which you'll find out later on as well. But it's not to say like it's like really well done as well. You got some of the stuff with the tongue and all that is great.
Yeah.
I just found it was just like too long, and it just kind of becomes like, for me anyway, like a jumbled mess, like in terms of following characters and different things. Itchy's like, he's in the first scene, isn't he? But I mean, doesn't come into it until at least like
Right. Yeah, you're focused. Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. So I thought it was more about the blonde guy than anything, because all the like images I've seen of the film over the the years, I always thought he was Itchy the Killer, the blonde guy, because isn't he on the cover as well? He's certainly on. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna like totally completely shit all over it. I think it's definitely gonna be an acquired taste. I don't think it's gonna be for everyone.
It's definitely not. No.
But if I had to be kind to it, it's really well done. I think I will have to go back and give it another go. Just again, I always like to do watch a film 2 or 3 times anyway. But my first initial reaction was like, I couldn't wait for it to fucking come to the end. But that's not, again, that's not to say I didn't appreciate it for what it is. But yeah, I'd give it like a 3 out of 10. I mean, I thought that was being generous.
Oh shit!
But I understand why Gizmo loves it. I understand why people do love it.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing Dirk does as well.
Love, I don't know about love, but I mean, I put it above. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'll watch it again though. I mean, I wouldn't just like throw it away or anything. I really like what you were saying though. Like, I like how they develop like the villain. Like it develops the villain in the beginning of the film, and you see Itchy for like a blink, and then that I mean, what you're getting in store for right out the gate when you see this dude beating off to another chick getting her ass beaten, raped, and this dude's beating off, and then you see the nut, and then it focuses in on the cum, and you're like, oh shit, okay, this is what we're doing. Yeah, okay. I know.
And what's crazy, Dirk, what's just insane with that's the hero of the story.
Right. Yeah. And like, would it be spoiler if I say anything about what he says at a certain point with that chick? Would that be spoiler?
No.
Okay. Well, Itchy tells the chick that she'll kill the dude that beats her ass, right? And then he can beat her ass and rape her too. I mean, that's the type of hero that we got in this story.
It's not very politically correct, put it that way. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not. But yeah, it's extreme gore. Like you said, you got the practical effects too, though, man. Like, because a couple of times the CGI kind of took me out of it, like some of the CGI effects. But then the practical effects kept me in it. I was like, hell yeah, because there's a scene where a dude's being tortured. He's got all these hooks in his back.
Oh god, yeah.
And it's like, holy shit, dude. Yeah. And then the fucking the main villain, how do you say his name? Is it Hakora or something like that? He's he's got like these long needle things, man. He fucking throws them and fucking sticks, mother. It's fucking great, man. It really is. Yeah. I don't know.
Kakihara, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I watched this in cinema, of all the crazy fucking thing that was happening during the film, the thing that's made me laugh, and my friend that was with me got a berry because everyone else was like shocked, and I started laughing out loud. And that's when he's smoking, and you see the smoke goes out of his chins.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That scene, I thought it was amazing. It just put the movie at another level for me. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, man, the smoke when it comes out his cheeks, yeah, that shit was cool. But yeah, it ramps it up, like, and it focuses more on the bad guy. But then the good guy is a bad guy too. So it's like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the good guy is worse than the bad guy.
Yeah, he is worse than
if
the
you think
bad
about
guy.
it.
But he's conflicted about it. He's like upset about it. It's real fucked up, man. It's I recommend it. Give it a 7 out of 10. I'll check it out again. But yeah.
And for everybody
and
for everybody out there who watch Cat Tree films and stuff, this is not Chinese, so it's not a Cat Tree, but they don't even come. All the ones I've seen, I love Cat Tree as well, but they don't come close to this. If you want to experience something that really hits you, like not soft in the balls, this just goes crazy as fuck through the entire film. It's like Darren said, either you are on board with it or you get tired of it. I think that.
But it's real playful too. Yeah. It's not. I don't think you're taking this one too serious. You know.
No. Sorry. If you do, then you are in a bad 2 hours.
Yeah. Because this is all kind of, you know, it's more of a fun kind of gore, I guess you'd say. But
Darren,
if you look gore, I was gonna mention that. I was gonna say films like Brain Dead and stuff, like, you know, it's just complete gore for like 90, 100 minutes. I didn't like Peter. Is it Peter Jackson's film? Yeah. No, I didn't like it. So maybe I don't like this like 100% fucking gore all the way through a film. I don't, for some reason. But I think, like with Itchy, I think it will divide people. Like Gizmo said, you'll either love it or hate it, I think.
Yeah. I don't think there's no middle ground. Yeah.
And it's
I'm in the minority, you know. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, but it's also told through kind of a different way of telling stories. Not even that it's just Asian, but also that you are actually following a bad guy. It's like, how can you get like any sympathy for any of the characters in the film? But I actually do, because the torture scenes are so fucking extreme. So I feel sorry for the guys for torture.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And some of the self-inflicted pain, like that
it's
guy
weird.
puts on himself.
Like this fucker cuts his tongue, like a piece of his own tongue off, and don't flinch, and everybody else is freaking out in the fucking room. And
he even has a phone call afterwards. Like
then he starts
takes
talking
the phone call.
like right after.
Crazy, man.
It's like, what the fuck?
But you know why he did it?
Yeah. He had to. He was saying that he was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out of this fucking organization." Kind of deal, right? That's
but it was because
he had to remove a body. What do they call it?
Yeah, he had.
Go ahead.
No, he had done. He had tortured a man who was innocent.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
So he had to like give a limb, or what you say it like to.
Oh, disperse. Yeah. He's fucking twisted.
Yeah,
he gets off on the shit. I mean, he really does. He's so fucking happy when he's doing that shit. Like,
I mean, the acting is. I mean, he's an amazing actor.
Right.
I'll be honest. Just some of the things he does in that film.
And it's like you can't hurt that motherfucker either.
No,
because he's gonna love it when you do. So, who the fuck wants to fuck with somebody like that? You know, like
complete psychopath. Yeah,
right. So
I think it's banned in America as well. I read about it just before the stream because I had to I haven't seen the film for 2 years at least. I think it's banned in America, in UK, in Scandinavia, it's banned all over the place. But I think it was released through America through either it was Unearthed Films or something 2 years ago or something. I don't remember, but I don't know if it got pulled back, but in Norway it's got pulled back and they tried to release it here or else you get in jail. And one person went to jail because he was selling that shit.
Oh, for selling it, okay, but not owning it. Yeah.
No,
I've heard about it. I've heard about it for a while. I just never did watch it. I've heard
my nephew used to my nephew likes it a lot, and he used to go on to me for like years basically to watch it.
Yeah.
But he's into all that Japanese stuff and all, like, you know, but it is kind of like you say, it's kind of like a comic brought to life.
It is like a superhero type.
Because it's so friggin' off the wall of shit that happens in it. But yeah. I would say.
I think if you like Cat 3 films, you will really love Itchy. It's crazy as fuck. Like it, and everything doesn't make sense, but or most of the shit doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Chris has seen it. He's into manga, maybe.
He probably has. Yeah, at
He's
least
definitely.
the anime.
I would imagine he's got it.
He probably has seen at least the anime. I imagine.
Yeah.
Let me let's see. Anthony's saying, "Hey, what was the name of that movie with Nikolaj Coaster? Wild Dow?
Not the Vakten. Night Watch.
Night Watch. It's Night Watch, Anthony." He says, "I really like that actor, so I have to check out the film." Yeah, I think you'll like it, man. Especially if you like. I think Gizmo was right, though. I think it is better than Autopsy of Jane Doe. I thought.
For me, it is, at least.
I think it is. It's a different tone. I mean, it's got it don't really have the. I'm not gonna say nothing else before I spoil the fucking film. But let's see. Everybody's saying, "Hey, Basement Blues, what's going on, Tony, man?"
Hey, man.
We're just talking these crazy films, man. We're watching.
Yeah.
Let's see. Need more
Tony
films.
has probably seen Cruising.
Tony?
That's a classic, you know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Anthony says, we need more films where you follow the villain like Nightcrawler, American Psycho, Joker. Yeah.
I love films.
I mean, we got another one we got a couple more that's kind of like that in a way, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. It wasn't even planned that way either. It's just fucking like, hey, bring 3 movies that neither one of us has seen, kind of shit. So,
Maniac, Henry.
I think it's a great idea, by the way, Darren. I thought it was a great idea doing it.
Yeah, it's like I guess that we're not all gonna love each other's picks anyway.
No.
But yeah, it's I look forward to doing another one because I think it's a good kind of experiment to do.
Right. And the main thing is we don't block each other if we don't fucking like shit.
Exactly.
I already blocked you two on Instagram, so that's
yeah. I did have Gizmo restricted earlier. On accident for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but you know.
I called him a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what it was. But yeah, we all know that's not true though. All right. Darren, what you got going?
So next one is Blazing Magnum, which is called Strange Shadows in an Empty Room. I think it is.
It's also called Shadows in an Empty Room.
Like, so it is. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. So this is like
strange. Oh, sorry.
No, go on. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, let's take the strange off and just call it Shadows in an Empty Room. But then we're gonna call it Strange Shadows in an Empty Room, Blazing Magnum, and Blazing Magnums. So I don't know what the fuck all that is.
Right. Yeah.
But I can say right away that Shadows in an Empty Room doesn't fit, for me at least, doesn't fit the film at all. Blazing Magnum does.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah. So the first time I watched this, I saw, because there's a poster where you get like that, this woman, basically blind woman, getting kind of stalked. That's an element of the film, but not, it's not the whole film. So you've got basically you've got this bank robbery at the start of the film. You've got this kind of police detective, like Dirty Harry type, he's kind of finding out what's going on with this, basically this crime. This cars fucking flying out the air, there's car chases and all that shit. But basically, I think it's his sister. She gets killed early on. I don't think that's a spoiler. And they're basically trying to find out what happened to her. And then we go through the whole story of how, and why she got killed. There's like a necklace type thing that's to do with the plot. But yeah, you got Tisa Farrow plays this blind girl. And she's not in it as much as I would like, but I think she completely nails it. Stuart Whitman, the lead guy, I think does a great job. You've got John Saxon. People love John Saxon, you know, turning up as a cop, you know, like he usually does. And of course, you've got Martin Landau as well, who's in it, you know, like one of the main parts of the plot. But yeah, I've always liked this. I watched this. I think it like melds like Giallo, police crime. There's kind of a little bit of everything in there. It's not just one genre. But yeah, again, what's your thoughts on this one?
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah,
you can start.
Okay. I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate the movie. It's just I've seen like that type of movie, and like for that act, I think is that actor American or is he Canadian or? Because I mean,
I think he's American.
Because that's a Canadian Italian co-production film, but
yeah,
the guy though, like for him to be American, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to say it like this, but I'd rather see Clint Eastwood, you know, Dirty Harry and shit, you know.
No, that and that. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's
because I mean, it's comment, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, there's a lot of these films, of course, are ripping off Dirty Harry, but I mean, this motherfucker's really ripping off Dirty Harry, like with the big fucking Magnum, you know. I don't know. The things that kind of pissed me off about it was like, there's people that he's like getting in these crazy fights with them, beating the fuck out of them. They're beating the fuck out of him. He's getting thrown through glass and all kind of shit, and then nobody gets arrested. I'm like, what the fuck ever, man? Get the fuck out of here. And like fucking the chase scenes and shit, like it's just over the top. There is some really good scenes though, like some giallo scenes.
Yeah.
Really good ones. I will say that. I'll give it that. I kind of figured out the killer too, though. That's the thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I don't think I did first, but yeah, it kind of becomes obvious if you watch it again. Yeah.
I did right out the gate though. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird like that. I hate that shit. I hate it when that happens, man. Like, kind of lowers it down. But then there's a side plot that I didn't figure out.
Right. Yeah.
But the main killer I did figure out. So, but yeah, I'd probably give this one I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 10. I think.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Like I said, man, if I want to watch a film like this, I'll just put on a Dirty Harry film. You know, Dirty Harry or Magnum Force or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Even probably the Deadpool. I'd rate higher.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm surprised you're not a fan of the Clint Eastwood films, man.
Yeah, I do like the Dirty Harry films.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this one is just, I don't know, it just like you got like a 10-minute fucking car chase almost in this. You got cars flying.
Yeah, there's some real practical shit going on, real stunts going on. I got to give it props for that. That is cool. But then the dude don't even get fucking arrested.
Yeah, but I mean,
I was like, what the fuck?
You got to take it all. I mean, you get like a 10-minute car chase, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to take that all tongue in cheek, you know, when they're flying in air and
it just kind of takes me out of the film when somebody's punching a police captain in the face and nothing happens to their ass. They're just like, okay, yeah, you're good to go. We just had a misunderstanding. You know?
Right, yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, see what Gizmo thinks.
Yeah, I really liked the film. I thought it was a mixture. Like, it reminded me of a Cansploitation film, actually, and like a Can or Osploitation film where they include all the fucking genres together in the movie. It's a mix match of everything, and I think actually the jolly part was the least thing I liked in the film. I liked the action part. I liked the super hot it is, all that stuff, and also the scene where the woman was going. Or the blind woman was almost going out the, not the balcony, but how you say, out the construction house she was in, or what the fuck it's called. There was so many things in the film that I really enjoyed. And I think the movie was really. I remember right after I saw it, I went on the letterbox and to write a review, so I remember it, remember different stuff from it. And I remember that the first thing I thought of was that this movie came out like 10 years before Die Hard, and it still has just as much of movement in the story wise. Because if you compare it with the Dirty Harry films, I think they are okay. I've never been a big fan of Clint Eastwood in the action films. I'm more like him in the westerns and directing. So me and Dirty Harry has never been pals, but I do think this movie is a lot more fun. It's almost like you include all the shit that was in American cinema back in the days, and you mix it with maybe the Italian stuff that was really popular, the Giallis, the police films, all of these, and you mix it together in a movie like this, and it's just craziness. It's like you say, 5 minutes car chase. You have fighting and shout like it's I don't know. It was all over the place in a good way. And this is why I love exploitation. So for me, this is absolutely something I will keep and I will go back to. And I do love the release they did also of it.
Yeah, that release is great as well. Yeah, you get postcards and all sorts of shit.
but I agree. I agree with Dirk with one thing you said. The lead actor, the wannabe Clint Eastwood dude. I agree. He wasn't that, but I wasn't focused on him that much. There was so much going on in the film, so it could have been like Jim Carrey playing that part, and it would still be fun. It was so crazy.
I mean, all the surrounding shit, but that's what kind of brought it down for me. I think was that guy. You know, I don't know. Man. Landau was good, for sure.
Yeah,
he's not in it very much though.
Yeah, he kind of comes back into it towards the end, and he like the main plot involves him.
That was another thing. Like people are getting arrested that don't need to be getting arrested, and then there's people that need to get arrested that fucking don't get arrested. So right. I don't know.
Yeah,
just, maybe.
But I don't think I put logic in action films like this because I don't look at this. I don't know. You said jolly, but I don't look at it as a jolly at all. I look at it as an action film.
Couple of scenes that I really liked in the dark and shit like that. I thought they were shot really well. It's not. Yeah. I don't look at it like a giallo, though. No.
But think about any action films nowadays from America. Think about like those Fast and the Furious.
No,
could you like? Yeah. But could you drive cars through buildings without getting arrested? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's.
I know what you mean.
I don't care about stuff. Yeah.
I guess, but action films back in the day. Oh, I mean, it's always been kind of over the top. I guess, really.
Yeah.
To your point. So, yeah.
At least they tried to arrest Schwarzenegger in Commando, but he was big.
Yeah, you can't arrest that motherfucker. Yeah.
So, Gizmo, I think I know. Go on, sorry, Gizmo.
Sorry. Now, I was just thinking, if this film had like Sean Connery in the lead, it would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had somebody, a strong actor, man. I don't know. That dude was just weak to me.
Yeah, maybe like a Fabio Testi or something would have been better.
Even Fabio Testi would have been great. Yeah.
But I was going to say, Gizmo.
Imagine fucking George Eastman in that fucking role.
Oh my! Like Henry Silva as well, you know.
Yeah, Silva. Yeah, would have been great.
But I was going to say, I think I know Gizmo's score because I looked on Letterboxd. But if you want to
did you cheating ass over here?
Yeah, it's hard not to see.
Right.
So what'd you give it, Giz? 8 out of 10?
I give this also 7.5 out of 10. It would actually go up to 8 if I watch it again, I believe, because this is probably the best Italian crime film I've seen so far. If you not including that, maybe even because I just think this is I love exploitation films. Like exploitation, Australia is probably my favorite country when it comes to exploitation, and this is up there with the best exploitation films. It's just. I don't have a word for it, but it's just so fucked up. It's yeah. I don't care about the story at all even in the movie even because they even used a miniature of a helicopter in this one. I was just what? This is way before they started doing that shit, and it's like it's cool as hell. But yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that was a mixed bag, really. Which is good, you know.
What'd you give it, Darren?
I give Blazing Magnum an 8 out of 10, like a strong 8 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
This should be
one.
the cover.
Yeah,
that should have been the poster of the film, actually.
Yeah.
It looks crazy, right?
There's a really cool cover with like Mia Farrow as well. I think might be on like a VHS.
That's what we didn't mention. Tisa.
Tisa, sorry, yeah. I always get the two mixed up. Yeah.
Tisa Farrow is in there, playing blind.
Playing blind, yeah. Because
She does good.
Her sister played the blind girl in See No Evil as well. I kind of always get it mixed up a little bit, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The blind
but the
sister.
title of the film is so weird. Shadow in an empty room. It sounds like a horror film almost.
Yeah, it
you know
does.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
like sounds like a giallo film.
That's how I found it. I guess that's the American. It's like I said, it's a Canadian Italian co-production, which I think's, how many of those do we got?
Well, yeah. I even bought the poster. I like this so much.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, I've got like a one sheet poster.
You wouldn't put this over Almost Human, would you?
No.
You're asking me.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No. Almost Human's almost a 10. It's like a 9 out of 10 for me. It's probably the best Italian crime film I've ever seen. Almost Human. I'm trying to think of anything else.
I like Violent Professionals too, but like
I need to see that one. Yeah.
There's more to dig into. We got a lot of ground to cover. So.
Yeah, like Krimis as well. I want to get into.
I'm thinking more excited about Italian films that goes way overboard. Like this director also did that movie I really love that I know many people hate, Antichrist. I fucking love that film. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's great, man.
But it's like I think he has a problem keeping things back. When he gets the chance to do something, I just think it takes. Oh fuck it, I do everything. So I think I will watch every film I can find from him. It's
Oh, you've got to see The Killers on the phone as well. That's another good one.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know if you need this. Oh no. Killer,
yeah. The Kelly Savalas one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm mixing it. The Killer Wore Gloves. You
no.
You might skip that one. But I don't know.
Alberto Di Mattino as well. We haven't spoken about him. I think he's a great director.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen from him, I kind of like. So yeah. But yeah, that's Blazing Magnum.
Yeah, man. All right, let me catch a chat. And my wife saying, I think that was a shout out, honey. Yeah. I think so. That's all right, though, because Gizmo's a bitch, too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just nodding my head.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't speak English.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. I really dig Blazing Magnum. Stuart Whitman is a badass. Is that the lead?
I like Stuart Whitman, but yeah, I take on board what you say.
I was trying to look up because I've seen him in another film, but I can't just. I look him up.
I've seen him in some shit before, but I don't know. I just felt like this type of film. I don't know, man. It just didn't work for me. I don't know.
He's in Eaten Alive, actually.
Is he? Which Eaten Alive?
The one you like a lot with the alligator.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, I can't remember.
Is he in that one? Yeah, I guess so.
He's the sheriff in that.
The sheriff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were
I've
talking
seen him
about
in something on TV, I believe, like a television series or something.
I'm pretty sure he's a TV actor at some point.
I've seen him on some shit, man. He's been around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's on me now, or Gizmo?
Yeah.
It's on me.
No, me, Darren. Durka.
It's on me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your second film.
Yeah. So this is Chained from 2012. It's directed by Jennifer Lynch. It's got Vincent D'Onofrio. I guess I think that's how you say his name. The main lead guy from Full Metal Jacket, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, the
no,
crazy
he's not
dude,
the lead.
the crazy dude in the boot camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
They call him Gomer Pyle or whatever.
I don't know. They could stack shit this tall.
Yeah. So this guy's a cab driver, and he picks up a mother and her son, and he just drives on to his house, and kind of I think he rapes the mother and kills her, and he takes the son and chains him in his house, and he's like teaching him like how to be a serial killer, his protege. He's like teaching him about the human anatomy and all this fucked up shit. And this dude just brings women home, and he's trying to get him to do the same thing. And yeah, it's a twisted ass movie. It kind of crosses that line a little bit, I would say. This is a direct to video movie, by the way. This didn't hit cinemas or anything. And I know there was an uproar about it when it came out. Like, people were pissed off that it should have been censored more, but it didn't get it. So yeah. So yeah, by the way, he renames the kid too. He renames him Rabbit. So, and he pretty much has to like do whatever he says. But and he treats him. He's kind of like a father to him. And then they develop like this strange bond. It's weird. It goes out there a little bit. But what are y'all's thoughts on it, man?
Go on, kid. I'll let kids go first this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. Sorry, but
I didn't love it either. It's just it was one I knew you hadn't seen.
I'm happy you recommended it, because this is a movie like that I should have seen. I love serial killer films, and I love that they do something a little bit different in this one.
Right.
I think he's acting really good in it. It was fun when you picked it out. The day you picked it out, we found out that it's the daughter of David Lynch that directed this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shit, I forgot. Jennifer Lynch. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm trying to think what the reason why I didn't love it, because this should be a movie I think the main reason is because I didn't believe in him. You have already spoiled the film, so it's no matter, so I can just talk freely, right?
I didn't spoil it. No. You think?
Yeah, there isn't anything more to the story, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's still a lot of meat left on the bone. Come on now.
Yeah, but I think that was the main problem also. But is that I felt like the movie had a good premise. It got going, but there wasn't any more meat, as you said, on the bone. There was like
there is, man. There really is. There, especially like what happens. What happens.
Yeah. I know the ending, and that was I will not.
Right.
But I can't talk about that, and that part I didn't like. It felt forced. But what I didn't like, the main reason, because I could just chop off the last 10 minutes of the film and still enjoy the movie, right? But my problem with the story was that you're following this dude, the Full Metal Jacket guy, and he acts really good in the film. He's really great. The scenes, everything works and all of that shit. But I didn't believe in him living in that house and all of that shit, because I think it sounds weird, but when you have so few characters in a movie, I think everything should be perfect, if that makes sense. And it was almost like, I think the main problem with him was his costumes in the film, because I think that he was dressing this kind of way that, have you seen the movie Rent-A-Pal?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
Okay. He reminded me a lot of that character in that film, and I can't really see a serial killer looking like that, because he would look more in my head as someone who don't know how to dress, or that someone that knows exactly how to dress. This was kind of almost like me putting on clothes. I'm not wearing those kind of clothes, but you know what I mean? If I had that... So that was a problem I had. I couldn't really figure out if it was like more towards the American Psycho kind of serial killer, or more towards the kind of shitty, lousy trashy serial killer. It was just in between. It didn't make sense for me in many ways. And the house also, sorry that I'm rambling, I'm just telling the negative, I'll tell the positive afterwards. The house also, it feels so weird because I wonder if it's shot in studio, because if you look on the outside of the house, it almost looked like a fucking, how you say it, like a studio house in many ways. But on the inside, it looks like this half trashy place. So it just felt off all the time. But anyway, the positive thing about the film I really enjoyed was him acting. He was really great. I did love the setup with what you already said about the mother and all of that shit, because it went really extreme with, and you were just thinking of the poor little boy in the car. that would have been fucked up. And also the setup with the girls he brings home. I also thought those things were really good, because that's something I believed in. If you're that crazy, you would actually do shit like that. And if you think about a guy in Germany or wherever, Austria, I think, that gets released from jail right now, Joseph Fritzl, when you think what he did, this is nothing. So, yeah. I liked a lot of the setups and stuff like that. But there was something that kept me off through the film. That's my problem with it, that I didn't believe in the character or the location or anything like that. It felt a little bit. Yeah.
I could probably see, like, I don't think the other actors and actresses, I don't think they're as strong as Vincent, you know.
Yeah.
But I had no problem with the acting in the film. It was the kind of the costume department and the production design of the film that I felt wasn't on board with something I believe in. That was my problem.
Okay.
The acting, but I didn't think of.
Actually. He looks like a cab driver that would be here, though. Like, that's, like, just, I don't know. To me, he looked like the part, But
I think it's.
But if you have a cab, cab driver, let's say taxi driver, just to take one example.
Yeah.
There is always, I don't remember which film this is from. Maybe it's not Silence of the Lambs. I don't remember, but there's always wrongs with the rights. So it's, if you're a perfect serial killer, just say it like that, you always have flaws with you. And on the other side also, if you have a lot of flaws with you, you always have something that is perfect, because they are mentally ill in that. And I just felt like everything was so normal with this dude. I'm just saying, like, not normal, but
no,
everything was so general in a way, I would say. So it was like the house looked messy inside, but still everything was cleaned in a way, if you know what I mean. It felt like a place me, you, and everybody could have lived if we did have the money, and we would have done exactly the same in many ways. And I don't look at that when I look at all the serial killers I read about and stuff. They always have some weird shit going on. It's like, I don't know. It didn't quite work for me, that part with the film. Sorry, Darren, you're up.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Gizmo in a way. I found the whole believability of it, like, not at all, really, because I think with these,
not today, for sure. No.
Yeah, with all these girls going missing, surely, like, the police would have been onto him, fairly quickly. I think it's an amazing performance from the lead guy. It's just, like, fantastic performance. He really does come across as, like, a serial killer. It's like frightening. And the way he's got, like, the way he talks as well, he's got, like, learning disability, you can tell. He just plays that so well, that part. The boy, not so much. I didn't particularly care for his.
He's not very strong. Yeah.
No. The girls and all that, you've got all the kills, with the girls going back there and him picking these girls up, killing them. I don't think that's a spoiler. Loved all that shit. I thought that was great. But like Gizmo said, there's something, can't put my finger on it. There's something that's not quite made me love it. I did like it for what it is. I think it's very predictable. And then you mentioned that ending. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to take that ending at all. I didn't really feel that was believable.
No, me neither. I thought it was forced.
Yeah. So that kind of, knocks it down a little bit for me. But In terms of a general time waster, I think it's great. You know, if you're into serial killer films, slashes, whatever, I think you might get something out of it. But I give it like a 6 out of 10. I did like it.
Okay.
But it didn't quite, get there for me.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's probably right there with me too. It's just one that I knew that neither one of y'all probably had seen.
I'm glad I've seen it. Yeah. Whether I'd see it again, I don't think I would, if I was being honest. But
I would, but it wouldn't be like every year. I'd probably revisit it in a few years or some shit. I don't know.
Every second Christmas.
I probably won't visit it again because I got so many fucking stacks of movies to watch.
Oh yes, yeah. I think we all have, yeah.
So unless we got to do a stream or some shit on it, but I doubt that I have.
What did Gizmo give it out of 10?
If it wasn't a serial killer movie, I would probably give it like 4 out of 10. But I give it a 5 out of 10 because I love serial killer films, and every movie of those kind of I just want to watch, if that makes sense. And I will keep it in my collection. I only have the DVD. I don't know if I showed you. This is the Norwegian release of it.
Oh, that's a cooler cover, man.
Nice, yeah.
Look at my little bullshit I got.
But you have a Blu-ray at least.
Yeah, but
But I do think, Dirk, if they drop the ending on this film and they just let it go out with kind of a dark ending, it's a dark ending now as it is, but I'm just saying, if they drop the ending, I can't say what it is because then I spoil it. I would give the movie even 6 out of 10. The ending I thought was a piece of fucking shit. It was so forced.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't see it coming at all. It's impossible to see it coming, but it just feels so stupid because what you are actually telling in the ending, without spoiling anything, is that if you build up Ted Bundy, right, then you have Ted Bundy times 2 on the other side, and that only happens in movie, like in fantasy.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. So it just felt really, really lazy in many ways. But I can see that. Yeah, that's fair.
I can see that ending they probably made up the same day of shooting. It's kind of that type of thing where
or maybe they ran out of money and just didn't have time.
Possibly, yeah.
But it's still the twist in the ending is the same, even though if they had time, because the twist is that I don't like with the film, but I liked everything else except his costumes. But the scenes with the girls are pretty shocking if you think about it, because it came out in 2011 something, didn't it?
2012. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's straight for video, as you said, like straight for DVD.
Right.
And you see films like that being made during the same time period, but they are normally really, really low budget, almost shot on video shit, And this is pretty decent shot and everything, so that's cool with it.
Well, cool. At least it wasn't a complete trash bag.
No,
I'm happy I've seen it. I'm happy I've seen it.
Not at all, yeah. I'm glad I've seen it, yeah, as well.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a copy of it, Darren? Or?
No, I watched it. I can't think if I didn't stream it. I downloaded it. That's what I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fairly easy to get hold of.
Yeah.
You got let's see. Holland's laughing at something.
Probably my explanation of a serial killer.
Yeah. And then the mayor's here. What's going on, man? He says, I can accurately describe what a serial killer looks like. Our good friend Steve, aka Captain B Plan, he can really murder a box of cereal. Yeah. Dry cereal.
Yeah, dry
no
cereal.
milk.
Yeah. Shit, this is where things get interesting, I think.
Yeah. It's it's on Gizmo now, isn't it?
Is it Gizmo or me?
I think it's Gizmo. Or
oh yeah. Sorry, yeah, it would be, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going with this masterpiece of a film, by the way.
This still gets interesting, this one.
It's hard to say the name of this film in English for me, but it's Glow. Is that how you say it?
The Golden Glove.
Glove. Yeah.
The Golden Glove. Yeah, like Golden Glove boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite serial killer films ever, and the reason why is because it's based on a true story, and it's done in such a detail that when you look up the real story and you look up everything surrounding the real story, everything looks fucking 99% correct. Even the actors are transformed into these people, like it's almost looking a documentary, like shot frame by frame of the real thing that happened. I saw this on cinema when it was released, and I won't leave the cinema because it's so dirty, gross, and everything. And it's not because of the violence in the film at all. It's because of all the other shit going on. Is when he's at the pub, just hanging around looking for looking for freaks.
Oh man, he's messing with these I guess they're homeless women. A lot of
dropouts, everything. You name it. It's just
This movie could have been called Freaks, actually, when I think about it. It's a movie about the losers of society, but it's told through this kind of true real life story of the serial killer and also but this movie we can't spoil because this is based on a true story, and it's shot. And the reason you will see this film is not because you are wondering how the story goes. It's more or less it's like it's a documentary in many ways. It's actually a documentary in many ways because they have followed the real story so closely. I don't know, should we spoil it? Because I don't think it matters. It's you can look up on Wikipedia and you can see the entire story.
Yeah, and like at the end it shows like the real shit. Like when you're watching the credits. Because I always watch all the credits, and you know, a lot of people don't do that shit, but I do. And you start seeing real images of what really fucking happened, like pictures, I guess, like of his home. I mean, it's fucked up. Holy shit!
And it's so fucking weird that it took so long time before somebody went in. The smell must have been fucking killer.
Man, yeah. Because there's a scene. Like, go ahead and spoil it, man, if you want. I mean,
I think it'd be good to actually spoil this in a way to say, you know, because it's going to be hard not to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do this.
Yeah. So now you spoiled the hell out of my heart here. So the movie takes place during the 70s. I don't remember exactly the time, but it's during the 70s at least. And we are following a serial killer. But in many ways, it's told in a way where the serial killer doesn't really know what he's doing because he is kind of a retard. Kind of a retard, I would say. He's not completely retarded, but he is on the borderline.
And I would say alcohol has a big time something to do with it. So
yeah, but you can't blame alcohol for everything because I think
it's his fault. It's his fault for drinking the fucking alcohol. But the alcohol makes him fucks his head up, man.
But he still does the shit the day after. Also, then that's when he removes shit and everything, you know. So he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't completely understand what he's doing. I think he's not like the English serial killer that I also love the story about, the Dennis, or what's his name,
Dennis Nielsen. Yeah, that's what reminded me. Because
but he was
he was into like killing gays, but exactly the same in terms of like all the smells were coming from his place and all that, dead bodies and
but it's weird because John, didn't Gacy do that too? He used lime. He put them in there. He put them in his fucking walls and shit.
Under the floor also.
And under the house. Yeah.
It's like with Nielsen, he got caught because he flushed him down the toilet. and he blocked fucking all the drains in North London or around, you know, where he lived, and that's how they got him. Like, but I can't wait.
But
to
what
talk
even
about
more weird with Nelson is that he was actually a cop to begin with. So that's like an insane part of that story, that he was working as a policeman. So he
like,
was smart. This dude is not smart.
No.
Yeah,
this
so
is
I don't know.
fucking insane.
And the movie, what I love about it, it's so fucking disgusting. It's like, if you think about Henry mixed with Maniac, mixed with Bad Boy Bobby, all of these films, I don't think they come close as how dirty I felt after watching this film. It's part in this film where they don't show much, but you know what's going on, and you just want to get the hell out of the room. It's nasty. And I've actually felt in the cinema, it was almost, I could almost feel the smell out of this film. It was so fucking nasty.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
He's a great actor too, man. Like, because you see when he opens the wall space, like that one scene where he opens the wall space to put more body parts in there.
Right.
He fucking throws up and shit, and it's so fucking, like, the smell disgusts him so bad. And he keeps blaming the fucking neighbors. He brings these like drunk bitches home, and they're like these are the lowest of the low fucking people. And he's blaming his fucking neighbor, his Greek neighbors. It's their fucking stinking ass food that they cook, you know. And I'm like, holy shit, you know. But sorry, man.
No, I'm actually done. I was just saying that the actor, as you said, he's amazing in the film. But every actor in this film is amazing. The females are the best part, actually, because I believe in that one of the chicks, or not chicks, that sounds positive. One of the trash whores in the film, she actually acts like, I would say more like, I don't know. I feel like I met those kind of women when I was a kid, and they were like drunk people at some place. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like really trashy people who talk shit. I don't know.
I don't know about your places, but everyone, like in our town, everyone's got this rough pub where, you know, things like fucking the bottom of the fucking barrel people go there and all that. So I thought that stuff was fucking realistic, man. I think his performance is fucking Oscar worthy. Honestly, I honestly think it's one of the best performances I've ever seen in this type of film.
I think in any type of film, actually. It's amazing.
You know, it opens up with a shot of him basically trying to fucking decapitate this woman. Yeah. And I mean, this is like
with a fucking handsaw.
Yeah. You know, this is Maniac times a fucking 1,000, I think.
Yeah.
The guy just like, it's just so creepy. It's how can I put it? Like it's like watching a documentary, like Gizmo said. I think that's the best way to put it. But the realism in this film is incredible.
And then there's a side plot where there's this young girl. I guess she's probably 16, 17.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, like he done found the holy grail of victims, you know. But
and that's also part of the true story. That's what's insane.
Yeah.
Because he fantasizes over, you know, the older woman's daughter, doesn't he? He fantasizes over her bringing her daughter back.
Yeah.
The fuck.
The thing was that, Darren, if I can just, I seen. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I've seen the documentary about this after. Of course, I had to look it up. It's on YouTube. But the thing was that really shocked me afterwards when I saw the documentary is that his thing was that he wanted actually to sleep with good-looking ladies and wanted a girlfriend, you know. But the thing was that when he got drunk, he started to just lose every mindset he had and just probably looked at these girls also as beauty queens. So he just fucked them. But after a while, he started to noticing like how much he hated those women.
Yeah.
And you understand. And you understand that through the film as well.
Right. Because he's like, he has to go look. He's got his walls plastered with porno magazine. So he's got to go fucking touch them. And like, he can't get his shit hard on these women, you know? So he's like running to the fucking other room and looking at something and touching it and shit, and trying to get his shit hard. It's like, holy shit, man. This fucking shit is crazy. And what the fuck is he doing to that one woman with a fucking, like a wooden spoon, man?
Yeah.
He's like, I was like, what the fuck?
He goes running back to the
And
bedroom.
he beats the fuck out of them and shit. And I guess they're just used to getting their ass whooped like that.
He fucking beats
They
the
get
one
right
woman
up. And they start fucking. They go sit down and get a drink. You know, like
yeah. It's like he's beating them up 1 minute and they're talking normal the next. But the one woman's so funny. She goes and she got to come back because he's knocked her teeth out.
Yeah,
I was like,
he busted her dentures.
Yeah,
he broke them in half.
They fell on the floor.
Yeah, he's got to find them and then he noticed that she cleaned his fucking house and he felt bad for her, so he gave her something to drink. You know.
This is like one of the most disturbing films I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I was saying to Gizmo before, like, I wish in a way I could unsee it, but it's so fucking realistic, man. I hope people do watch this and decide to give it a go because it's an experience and a half.
It's not one that I don't think you'll watch too many times, but
no, but I think it's essential.
It's
essential watching. I think, yeah.
You definitely need to see it. I believe if you can handle that kind of shit, you know.
Also,
and
the music, the music involved in it, like, because at the end it's got like a German version of "Seasons in the Sun" playing on the. It's just all over the place, but it works on every level. Sorry, what was you going to say? Sorry,
I really like saying that in. Sorry. I was just saying in the documentary where they talk about the film, also they said that they had to have a psychologist on set talking to the people that get raped in the film.
Yeah.
Because it was so close to reality. It
was, man. It feels very real. It's fucking crazy.
But
but for the people who are watching this, I will just say it. This was Germany's most praised film the year it came out in 2018 or 19. It was like. It won the Berlin Prize. It was like one of the ladies playing in this film is one of the biggest stars in Germany. This is a big budget movie, so it's a serious movie.
I mean, it really does.
How we talk about it sounds like exploitation trash fest, but it's it is a serious fucking movie. So it's not something.
It's like close to like a documentary you'll ever get. But I was gonna say when that. This the cleaner and her husband comes into it, and then he fucking completely.
That was fucking weird too, though. Like the husband's all fucking weird, and I was like, "What the fuck is that shit?" You know,
because you can see he's got a liking for this woman, and she can't. She's just being normal, being nice, but he takes it the wrong way, and then. All of a sudden, he just fucking flips like that.
Yeah, he's like, I want to fuck you. Yeah,
I want to fuck you. I want to fuck you. I love you. Yeah.
Shit. Like, what the
and I'm like, shit.
And see, he'd been off the alcohol. That's what I was saying, though. He'd been off the alcohol.
Right.
And he was just, he was kind of like just doing his thing, like.
But like Gizmo said, after a bottle of vodka, I suppose any fucking one's attractive, But this guy's drinking vodka for fun, man.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just comes across as so fucking real. It's disturbing. It really is.
The fucking schnapps. But yeah, I really liked his brother though. His brother's not in it very long.
Yeah,
he was fucking hilarious. He come in there, he's like talking about he's so fucking cheap that he fucking would shit on snowballs and call them chocolate marshmallows, shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck, man? But yeah. It's
so did the ending to this actually happen in real life then with the fire?
The
end?
With the fire, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch that documentary then.
I haven't seen the doc, but I just seen it when the credits roll. It started showing real pictures.
Okay, yeah.
Of the house burned, and then they found all the bodies and shit. But man, yeah, this motherfucker. You want to scrub.
I don't remember if it was. Sorry.
I'm just saying you'll want to scrub real good after watching this movie. Like, while you're getting a shower, scrub extra fucking hard with fucking Brillo pad and sandpaper. Because this
honestly, it's
the lady
imprinted in my fucking mind. This film. I don't think I can fucking. I've tried, but to erase the film out of my mind. Honestly, and I mean, I found myself like last night as well, just waking up thinking, thinking of this shit in a cold sweat.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
really
fucked up.
You know, not knowing whether to thank Gizmo or fucking, you know.
but I don't remember now because
I'm glad I've seen it. Go on.
I haven't seen the film for 2 years now. But is it the ending also with the little girl?
Yeah.
Because I think that's.
Yep.
I think that's they're going into that in the interview in the documentary, that if he didn't get caught, he would have done something even more disturbing. Like, if it's possible to do anything more disturbing, but you know what I mean? Like, because I think he had said or something, or they found something that he was into, what you call it, like pureness, or when that he could be also a pedophile.
Oh, okay.
Right,
and that just made it.
I'm thinking also
the girl, yeah.
I think a main reason he got away with it so long too is because his victims are homeless, like low life type women. You know, like nobody gives a shit. Society don't give a fuck about them.
Well, that's exactly the same as Dennis Nielsen. He was picking up these young rent boys, like these young gay men who just sell their bodies for money in London. And like they come down from North England and all over the UK, so no one knows, and that's like exactly what it's like in this. You know, the women he picks up in this.
Oh man, they are fucking.
They are nasty as fuck, man.
Yeah, they are really bad, dude. Like they hadn't showered for months.
Oh god,
like.
Yeah, but he's no catch himself, man, is he? You know, he's just fucking.
It's like sewage tuna fish.
Oh god.
Holy fuck. You know.
Hey, would you rate this though? Because I rated this a 7. So I actually think as a film, it's probably an 8 or a 9.
I think I got it at a 7. Yeah,
I did. I can't say I liked it because "like" is the wrong fucking word. You know, I mean, can you imagine bringing someone over and like, you know, or a girlfriend?
It's a great date night movie, you know, like
man.
Yeah. First date.
Yeah.
But
someone want to show you.
we've had pubs
in
like town centre, like rough as fuck, and it did remind me of that. Certainly going back a few years, you know, before they clean places up and stuff.
Well, Darren, you don't think this would be a good watch along?
Oh man, can you imagine Dana with this one? Fuck me, man. I think Dana would last probably about 10 minutes watching this one.
Oh man, it is bad. Like it is really. It pushes some lines for sure.
It's an amazing film, though.
Especially for a 2019 film too. You know.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't think they could have portrayed the story any better than what they did.
No,
they really don't.
Yeah, it really surprised the shit out of me. I'll tell you that.
So how many people now in the chat wants to watch this? Because you know, I'm gonna blame Gizmo. I'm not gonna be fucking responsible for people watching this and having nightmares.
Holland is already watching it, probably.
Probably watching the first scene with the decapitation, but yeah, it's incredible filmmaking, I think.
Yeah, man.
And it's also a scary film. I think this is a horror film because if you think about it,
it says it's a horror film.
Yeah, that dude could be our next door neighbor, if for all you know. Like,
absolutely,
it's like it's fucking crazy, and that is real as well. It's insane.
Right, there's probably somebody like that near your house somewhere.
Yeah,
that's the true horror of the shit.
That's a disturbing part of it. The guy, it could be anyone, you know,
right.
to a certain degree. But
and it was also part of the time period where Germany was still building itself up after the Second World War. We got to remember. So they go into that a little bit when it comes to the money, because the brother of him, he has a little bit more money, and of course his life put together in many ways. But what I was thinking that I thought was really funny in both the film and the documentary was that the brother was regularly visiting him, like sitting up in his sofa or kitchen, like drinking. Think about the smell. What the fuck?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everybody,
I was just
they just believe him. You know,
yeah.
like I wouldn't believe that shit. There's no fucking way I believe that shit.
I also think the set design as well for the 70s is never been done better. It does look like
Yeah,
you're walking into the 70s just by watching it. You know?
This is Hamburg, Germany, where it takes place too. So it looked really damn good. Like, you know,
Yeah, it's
especially
a different film.
Like the daytime shots really look good. Like the lighting, like the sun's going down and shit. I don't know that you know what I'm talking about, the dust kind of look that they had going on. I don't know.
What's in the one scene as well where she grabs something and burns his fucking dick with
Oh yeah, she's like a pro. She's a pro. So she's been around the block like 100 times probably.
Yeah.
And or more than that, 1,000,000 times. But she fucking she goes and gets something, man. What was that?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. What was it?
I don't remember. It's 2 years.
Something like chili powder or something hot.
She didn't want to fucking die neither, man. I was like, holy shit. He's all like,
I mean, the way he beats the shit out of these women as well is it's crazy.
Yeah, and then she didn't die. It's like, holy shit. Then he's got to go do something else. Anyway, it's yeah.
He uses the fucking scissors on the one as well.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck me, man.
It's not.
Honestly, people got
wrong. There's something wrong, man, for us laughing at this shit. But
no, it's just a movie.
Right, yeah, but it wasn't just a movie.
No, like, it's more than a fucking movie.
Shit did happen. So,
but I believe even the cops who went into that place 5 years later, when they were thinking about all the shit that was going down, they were probably also laughing because it's so fucking insane. It's like, if that happened in my neighborhood, I would probably start laughing because I wouldn't believe it. It's like,
yeah.
It's
you can kind of believe it because it was the 70s. I don't think it could happen today, but because it was the 70s and it was a true story, yeah, absolutely. But you got like Joe Spinell gets, like, you know, everyone in the horror genre loves Joe Spinell for Maniac, but this guy's performance is up there, right, like better for me, I think.
Yeah, and he looks really good in real life. Like, he looks
has he done any other films, Giz? Any other?
I'm
like, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything from him, but he does some films. Yeah,
you would think, man, like that strong of an actor, I would think he'd.
It's Oscar-winning performer. Yeah. Honestly, I don't say that lightly as well. He is that good.
Right.
Yeah. I just love that it's from Germany, because Germany, like, it's a big budget movie, dirty fucking exploitation film from Germany in 2019. Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't his brother say that one line as well? I gotta say it. I could eat cunt like potato salad. Is that his brother? I think says that.
What do you say?
I could eat cunt like potato salad.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, that's just like a taste of what what this film is fucking involved in it. Oh man.
Yeah. I could smell the shit coming through my screen, you know.
Yeah, even if you have a shower, you're still not fucking clean after you watch this. Yeah.
Right.
How old do you think the actor was when he was playing that? I'm just asking now. I didn't know it myself.
I'm gonna guess, say 40, maybe.
Oh no, I would have said 30.
Yeah, he was playing this part. He was 25 years old.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah. I wouldn't have said he looked 40. That's the actual age of the guy as well, is he, in real life? 25.
I don't remember that, but they put tons of makeup on him, made his eyes fucked up in the film. Also, they trained him to look in a different direction and stuff. So it looks like a model, like a normal. He could play in June.
Also, I've not looked into it that much, but as soon as, like, tonight or when I get a chance, I'm gonna watch that documentary, like, just to see, because it's insane.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Crazy, man. Let me catch the chat right quick. What do you give it, Gizmo? You say it's pretty high for you, right?
Yeah, I think I gave it 8 or 9 out of a 10, but I can't give it 10 because, like Darren says, this isn't a movie you can be proud of
Right.
seeing.
It's
This is a
not one
movie
that
you'd be ashamed of.
Right. It's
Yeah.
not one that
And
you.
we are doing a stream about it.
Yeah, we're recommending it to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
But with
No,
a
wait,
warning.
he was only 22 years when he played the part.
Damn.
Right,
That's fucking
yeah,
insane.
that kind of makes sense. But yeah, go into this definitely with a warning. Don't, you need to be fucking prepared before.
Yeah,
you
don't
go
watch it
to
around like children or
I just went in totally fucking blind,
yeah.
and yeah.
I would
And also the
highly-
walk he does in the film. Fuck, that's cool. Like he has this strange walk.
yeah, like hunchback kind of deal.
Yeah.
But the German songs as well, the place
And he's
went,
like-
because they're like an unsettling fucking sense as well.
I know we keep going on about it. He kind of looks like a human fly. Like the way
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like not like the fly the movie, but like he looks kind of like a human fly. That's the best way I could describe him.
You just want to smack it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me catch the chat. Let's see.
I think we've done it justice.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, man. Especially for not spoiling it. I guess you can't really spoil that one though. We didn't say everything. Holland says, I muted. I want to watch this Gold Glove Killer.
Yeah, be prepared, but I would say you've got to watch it at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not going to fucking want to watch it again. I don't think. Anyway,
I don't think you for a while. Like I'll watch it again, but it'll be a year or two probably.
Stay
I'd
away
love
from
to see,
alcohol
like,
if you watch it.
Oh god, yeah. But I'd love to see like a commentary track or something, or one of the actors talk through it, or the director, or something like that. I think I would. That's the only way I probably would watch it again, because it's.
I don't know if we
playing in my mind.
I don't know if we could get that though, because unless they speak English.
Yeah, unless there's like subtitles
Yeah,
for a commentary track, but
yeah. All right, let's see. The mayor says, so I got an amazing gift today. My friend Katie of the night went to Rome and she bought me a deep red shirt from Profondo Rosso, and Luigi Cozy personally folded the shirt. Hell yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
That guy's in there all the time. Cozy, he like runs that place like not 7, but probably 5-6 days a week.
That's killer, man. Let's see. The mayor said, I had a sexual predator that lived a couple of apartments away from me. Didn't know anything about him until the police arrested him for soliciting a minor. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just proof that the dregs of humanity live all around us every day. Definitely.
Yeah.
And Texas is saying, but that's an amazing shirt, Mayor. Hell yeah. Especially from Rome and Cozy. Folded.
I don't think Katie's put any footage up yet, have she? From her trip, like on YouTube.
I've seen it.
Right?
I've seen her a lot of her trip on Instagram. It's pretty.
Oh,
cool.
that's what you said to me. A week or so back. Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's the Golden Glove. And Darren.
Yeah.
Guess we'll get into this one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be in the minority with this one as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, man.
So this one is Al Pacino starring in Cruising.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Directed
believe.
by William Friedkin.
Yeah, William Friedkin. I couldn't believe like Dirk and Gizmo had not seen this film, but obviously, they can come onto their points of view why they didn't want to see this film. But so basically, this is just straightforward story, really. It's set in New York in the 70s. There's like the gay bondage scene. All the bars kind of you get all the homosexuals gathering in these bars. There's a killer going around knocking off these gay men and chucking like body parts in the Hudson River. So you've got Al Pacino then kind of is given this undercover job to go really deep undercover to find out what's going on with these killings. I'm trying to think. I can't think of because I got nothing written down prepared because I didn't get to rewatch this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's probably the gist of it, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So I personally love this film. I think it's one of his best films. It's not obviously not quite as good as The Exorcist, but I mean, a lot of people think this is as an anti-gay film, and I've heard like the arguments both of it being both ways. But I just think the Giallo parts and the slasher killing parts is for me is what I like the most. But I think it's like Cannibal Holocaust, right, where you've got the animals getting killed. And I think the gay part, you do see a lot of gay stuff in this film, but I think it's needed for the actual material and story. People might disagree with that, I know, but
yeah, I kind of disagree because like an hour of that shit, it's like crazy shit, man. Like I don't know, I just it's not, this movie's not for me. It's not made for me.
I didn't think it was that graphic though. I didn't think
it's
to me. I don't know.
I don't know, for like an hour, it kind of just kept showing a lot of the same shit, and I was like, "What the fuck? What are we doing here?" But I don't know. It just yeah. I don't think it works as well with me either. Like with a man killing another man, like in the ways that it was happening, it just don't work the same. It don't vibe the same as like a female in that type of a film. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. Are we going to give spoilers on this? Because I really want to know your thoughts on different things.
We can
on the
we
ending.
can spoil it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the damn thing. But first off, I want everybody to all right.
I mean, you've got to do a new one now of the guy from the Golden Glove.
Yeah.
I
need to find one. Man,
But,
you should have brought that up because he beats the shit out of them people, man. Holy shit.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
But Al Pacino in this film, I think it's another great performance, and he's really believable. I find when he even gets to a point when you start to question whether he's becoming a homosexual, if that's
right. Well, what do you think about that perm?
Oh god, yeah, very, very fucking of his time. And the vest top and the dancing, the handkerchiefs in the back of their pockets and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that shit was another thing. Like the whole thing about the different colored bandanas, the fucking
that shit was real, man. That fucking happened.
But that dude comes up and he says, "Are you into water sports?"
Yeah, golden showers. And then, the scene I love is that big black guy in the police station with the fucking cowboy hat and the fucking jock strap, and he just smacks the fuck out of these. And that happened in real life. For the simple fact is, like, you couldn't argue about it. So if you were arguing about it and you said some big black guy come in and you started smacking me around, people would have thought you were on drugs, and that's the reason they did it. Because people, people just think, fuck, that's so outlandish that it couldn't be real.
Yeah, it didn't seem real. Like I was like, what the fuck?
But that was a thing as well, which is crazy. And this is kind of a true story too, where a lot of people probably know the guy who was in The Exorcist, working in the hospital scene with Linda Blair.
Yeah,
he was the real life inspiration for this film because they were like 99% sure that he was killing gay, he was killing gay men in the late 70s in New York City, basically. But what I love, and if we are getting on the spoilers as well,
yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and.
Yeah, so the fact is there's not just one killer, there's several, and I think the way Freaking wanted to say it as well. At any one given time in New York City, there was a gay serial killer back in the 70s. So it kind of just just goes on and on type thing. But yeah, again, like, give us your thoughts. I want to really know how you made it, like, of Al Pacino in the end, what you actually thought. I don't know if Gizmo wants to go first or
I can, or you can.
Yeah, either way. Yeah,
either way. I thought it was one part that I did find was interesting. So, like, we're in the spoilers, heavy spoilers here.
Yeah.
So the dude that's in the bed, that at the end of the film where Pacino stabs him, and then the guy's in the bed, he said, like, earlier in the film, you see him talking to his father. Now, somebody else says that his father's been dead for 10 years.
Right.
So,
yeah.
And then he's got all these letters and shit to his father in a box. And then if you, like, I didn't pause it or anything, but I did read a part where it was saying something about the darkness, and shit. So then I started thinking, is this fucking like some kind of demon possession fucking shit?
Right.
And so I had a theory. So was this one of the fucking demons from The Exorcist? from fucking Reagan or some shit? Because he says in the bed, while he's in the bed, he says, I never killed anybody.
Yeah. But that's the thing with this film. There's so many questions with this film.
It's not going to spoon feed it to you, and it leaves it open. So in that regard, I understand, and I did like that part of the movie. But a lot of the shit I thought was unnecessary, though, in a lot of ways. And then you had to keep seeing Pacino fuck his old lady. So what was that about? Yeah. Like, I didn't understand that either. So I don't know.
There is a theory that she could have been the killer, but some people are coming up with online. But I just disregard that. But,
I don't think that's valid at all.
No, not at all. But yeah, it's definitely, this is another one I think that needs to be watched.
What was up with that motherfucker dance too, man? That Pacino was doing.
That was scarily fucking realistic, wasn't it? And the one time as well when the police literally save his ass from getting fucking raped when he's tied up and all that shit.
Yeah, but then he's all telling them that they came in too quick.
Yeah.
That was like, what the
that's
fuck?
That's where they're trying to get you to believe that he's turning homosexual.
Yeah.
But I think all that shit's done really well. It's freaking in. The guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought both of you would have really liked this one, but yeah, I was wrong.
Let's see. What do you think, Gizmo?
Yeah, I think I am two sides of this film. I think if we are into spoiler territories now, I can just say straight out that it reminded me a lot of his film Sorcerer, if you have seen that one, because the whole movie is building up to Sorcerer. It's in many ways a remake of Age of Fear from the 50s, where Freaking has went in another direction with the film, where he tells a story about, I think it's 3 guys to begin with. One of them gets killed after a while, but that are living in Africa. Have you seen that film?
No.
It's from the 50s. You said Rage of Fear?
No, that's the original, but he made a film in the 70s called Sorcerer.
I never got around to it. I ordered it, and fucking Amazon canceled this shit on me, motherfucker. So I don't know.
But that movie is about 3, if I remember rightly. I think it's 3, but it could be 2 also. It's been a while, as I haven't seen it since I bought it. But living in Africa in a small village there, and they are kind of criminals from their home countries, right? So they live there because they can't go from the place because they are criminals, So, but they are free there, and it's a hellhole for them to live in because there is nothing to do, and the heat is killing them and everything. So they get a chance to move from that place. I'm just telling this story to compare it. If they take this truck with a bunch of nitroglycerin, I think it's called, and to drive it from A to B. But it's an impossible route they have to go through. And that movie from the 50s makes totally sense. because it's just about the journey, you know. But in Friedkin's film, he included the title sorcerer that means something, what do you call it, like a wizard or evil wizard of some sort. And it didn't make sense for the film. So the film flopped totally on box office. But what I remember well from that film is that I was left in the ending of the story with 3 different options of what happened in the ending, right?
Yeah.
And I have the exactly same thing with this film, because you can look at it A, as Al Pacino turned gay and he did one of the killing.
Yeah.
B, you can look at it that one of the dudes did a killing and Pacino was innocent. Or 3, that Pacino, I can't say his name now. Pacino didn't turn gay, but he still did the killing, like the last one, you know. For me, I think it's the first. I think that William Friedkin thought that he was going to make a movie that was, because you got to remember, in the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s, it was almost mainstream to hate gay people. It was like in the news out there when the AIDS arrived, it was the gay people's fault right away and everything. You know?
That was the next year, 82, when AIDS came out on the scene. Yeah.
But AIDS had already started through the 70s, but it was in 82. But what I think is that he saw an opportunity to make a movie about a society, or how you call it, like a group of people, where you'd make you believe either they are evil or they are good. But my problem with his way to go with it, if that's the case, if it's that Pacino was gay, to say it that way, I think he shits on a lot of people that are both gays and not gay, because what he's really saying there is that you can turn a heterosexual guy gay. That's what he's saying in the film, because he's sleeping with his wife 3 times through the film, even though he's going into these gay areas, and it almost seems like he's sleeping with his wife like he wants to show that he's really banging his wife, to tell the audience that he is either tormented by what he's going through, or that he is super heterosexual. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think, he's kind of putting it to himself that he's heterosexual. I think exactly that's what it is. And so by sleeping with his wife, he's in denial, basically, I think, of his homosexuality.
But my problem with the thing is that, you remember in the, not opening, but that's another thing. Pacino doesn't arrive in this film before 25 minutes out in the film. And when he gets into the office with the cop that gives him this assignment undercover, he's like, do you suck cocks? Do you do all of this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He asked him straight out. And Al Pacino doesn't know what he's talking about, right? So there is no clue through this journey telling us as audience that Pacino is maybe gay. You know what I mean? Because he could have put small clues here and there. So I just think the movie tries to tell us that everybody can be gay. that's my thought on this. And that there wasn't one serial killer doing all of this shit. There was multiple people killed.
Yeah, there was.
And I can see that the gay community, because I have a friend that's gay, and he has said to me before that he hates this film. He hates it. And I had never seen the film before, so I didn't understand it. And I can see it through his eyes why he hates this film, you know, because what he stands for is that either you are gay or you are not gay, because he can't even think of sleeping with women. He can't even think of a woman being nude. He hates everything when it comes to sexuality around females because he's gay. Then this movie is kind of shitting on him also. You know what I mean? So I can see, but I do think this is a perfect example of an exploitation film, because it must have been a fucking shock when it was released.
So freaking, he was known to piss people off, though. He was always pissing people off. You know, I don't know. What do you think? There's any supernatural element to the film?
No,
none at all.
No,
really?
Yeah,
okay.
I think
even
it's
if
definitely,
they call
it's
the
definitely
film
more than one killer. Sorry, Giz.
Okay, so
yeah, even if they called the film Exorcist 3, I would still not believe it was any supernatural thing to the film.
Not Exorcist.
He
I'm
called.
not saying that. I'm just saying like
No, he called a movie that came out 2 years before this Sorcerer, and it's got nothing to do with anything supernatural, but he did it to fuck with the minds of the audience.
Right.
So I don't think
I've got a theory on the ending, right? So I think he's kind of realized that he's turned gay, and I think he hates that fucking part of it. So I think he's going to go on and kill gay people. That's what I kind of got from it. But
I think you're right.
That
was my thought too.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But do you think that's a good way to end them? I'm just questioning you, Darren, because I have the same thought that you have there. And that was the thing in the ending. I was sitting there wondering, isn't this kind of an evil fucking movie then? Because then he's shitting on the heterosexual people, he's shitting on the gay people. Because when you make a movie, you got to have a journey for an actor, for a character.
Right.
So you got to have something to tell us as an audience that we understand that this person is maybe gay. You know what I mean? That was my problem with the film, because it didn't have one moment through the entire film where there was a reason why he should be gay. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense. I just think it's that question of whether, like Dirk said, whether he is gay from the start and just didn't know it, and whether all this just brought it out of him, or like I probably think that's probably true. Like I say, with how I feel about the ending, I think he just despises himself, feeling those feelings towards these men, and he's going to carry on the killing.
Do you think it's possible that he could have been the killer? Like for everything?
Oh, maybe on the last one, yeah.
I'm saying for everything. Like all the other shit.
No.
I mean, I know you see that, right? I know you see that, but a lot of films do this shit where the audience is seeing one thing, but the killer is projecting an image of himself. So that's what the audience is seeing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think obviously, I think like New York City at the time as well, there was like 3 or 4. There's certainly more than 2 gay serial killers during the 70s at any one given time. So, I don't think he started off doing it. No, I think obviously he was brought in on to try and find out who was behind it. But as you can tell, with the one character in the film as well who gets killed, like one of the killers actually gets killed. It's all open to interpretation,
right.
Which is what I like. Everyone could have a different opinion on this.
Yeah.
I just think I would have liked the film even more if they was seen with him and his wife or girlfriend. I don't remember if they were married, but where they were sleeping together and he couldn't get erection, because then it would give some kind of clue, just a small little clue of something that was going on in his head, because it could have meant he was fucked up because he was going through this phase,
But she did say that she must not turn him on anymore. Remember that?
But that's kind of why he keeps sleeping with her, and we see scenes of him sleeping with her because he's in denial. Does that make sense? Or
well, I mean, like she says that later, like before, like right when he's fixing to leave,
right?
Like they're breaking up, splitting.
Yeah.
She says that she must not turn him on anymore.
Yeah, and that's
right. But
that's why he keeps sleeping with her to try and
Yeah, but it would make sense, Darren, if I could compare this film with Seven with Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow and that relationship, because we don't get exposed too much with the relationship between those two, but it's still some scenes that are necessary to tell the story. But the few scenes we see, it's like 2 scenes where they are banging like hell, But there's no I don't think there's any part of any scenes even where I felt like he wasn't, turned on to her. So I just thought the movie was lacking that moment from him to her. that was my problem with it, because if the movie gets too, you need to figure out everything in your head, then I'm starting wandering off and thinking of everything else than the movie. That was my problem. But I did love the ending of the film. I really loved the ending. That was the reason why I gave it a little bit higher score than I first thought.
Right. So yeah. So what scores would you give this then?
I gave it Thinkable Books 3 out of 5. I think I will give it like a 6 out of a 10, mostly because I did like the ending a lot. I also really love the fucking opening where they found that leg or hand or what it was in the ocean. I think that was really cool. I didn't mind all the gay stuff when it came to the, or now it sounds like I'm shitting on the gay people. I'm not, but like I didn't mind the stuff that was in the disco. But what I had problems was that there wasn't like almost any people in the film that wasn't gay. It was even the fucking the maniac dude. What's his name again? Spinello? No,
Joe Spinell. Yeah, the cops.
Even they were gay. Like it felt like the whole.
Like, what the fuck's going on here? But,
it felt like everybody was gay, and I just. I don't know. I think they should have cleaned it a little bit to the side, so we got like, different perspective of the entire thing. Then I would have liked it a lot more.
Yeah.
All those bars in the film as well are completely real. No, there's no sex. There's all that shit. Was completely real. Like Freakin' went kind of undercover as well. I think he even dressed as a gay man just to kind of get the feel of everything. Yeah, no, that's a true story. And one of the actors in the film as well is from the real case as well, where he was like the police detective in the real kind of case in the 70s. So, but it's not going to be for everyone, I know.
Yeah, it's definitely not for me. I know that, but yeah.
Would you never watch it ever again, though, Dirk? Or?
Probably not. I doubt I would.
Okay. Yeah. I take it Gizmo would probably watch it again.
I only have the problem with the fucking film that he turns gay without any reason. That's my problem with it, because it is. I know it could have been like really, really, how you say it, like 1 out of 1,000, because I think it's like 2% or something of the population are gay, if I remember it. It could be more, it could be less, but it's not much higher than that. So the chances for him being gay is like so really narrow, like it's not narrow but like small, it's close to impossible. So that was kind of my problem with the entire thing.
But he could have been bisexual without even knowing, I don't think that's like uncommon.
But it's still so less of a percent of people who are that. It's like, I think if you look it up, I think it's like 2%, and especially on guys. On girls is a little bit higher, but on guys it's so small. So the chances are like 2 out of 100. It's not much. It's insane small. So that was my problem with the story in many ways. I didn't believe in that part.
Right. Yeah.
But you believe that he killed that dude in the ending with a knife, right? Because of him didn't want to be gay. Yeah. And the killing that was that's the same what I believe. And the killing that was the serial killer go around. That's another story, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what I got from it. Yeah.
Yeah. Same as me.
There's definitely at least 2 killers. It could be even more. I don't know. Yeah.
How many kills had he done that they knew about? I don't remember that.
I'm not sure. I didn't go back.
I thought it was 5.
Something like that.
Okay.
4 or 5. Yeah.
But I'm also thinking during that time period, there was a lot of mob going on in America, especially around New York, right? So
they had to halt filming for it because you know the scene where Pacino's in the cafe with kind of his next door neighbor who's gay? They had to like basically fucking pull up right outside where he'd be shielded by fucking all these people. They were throwing stuff. Like the filming got halted quite a lot of times where, you know, people with fucking loudspeakers trying to stop filming, you know, gay protesters, I should say. And there's another film similar as well called Windows, which is a lesbian gay film from New York. It came out roughly at the same time. And that had a lot of shit as well, you know, with protesters and all that kind of thing. It's, yeah, definitely an infamous film, I think. Yeah.
But what I was saying was that what if it wasn't, because the only thing they had with a serial killer in the movie, if I remember it rightly, I could be wrong, I only seen it once, but was that they were gay and they found them in the river. Or was there more? I don't remember.
The body parts.
You talking about the body parts they found? They never said.
No, it's all left kind of up until your own interpretation.
Yes, I'm just thinking
it could have just been other killings going on in New York.
Could have been another killer. Could have been, yeah. I think it's supposed to be gay men, you know, body parts, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking it could have been. It didn't necessarily need to be a serial killer. It could have been like I just saw that documentary about the Iceman dude. He went around killing 50 people around America or something.
Right.
So I'm just, yeah, but I like the ending, as I said, and I do like that actress. What's her name again? Ellen, I think.
She's in Starman and
yeah.
Is it Karen Allen?
Karen,
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
She's good, I think.
Let me catch the chat right quick.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see. Anthony says, "How deep undercover did Pacino go?" Ouch.
Yeah. According to me and Darren, he went so deep that he never got out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
The mayor says, "My mother took me, my sister, and my best childhood friend to see Cruising back in 1980. She always took me to some of the most crazy films growing up."
Shit.
Yeah.
That would have been some viewing, man.
I couldn't imagine showing my son that shit, man.
Oh, God. No.
Let's see. Cruising. The mayor says Cruising was probably one of the first Giallo-inspired films, along with Dressed to Kill and Alice Sweet Alice. But at the time, I'd never heard of Giallo films till the mid-'80s.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys, because this is something I wonder about, why do you look at this as a Giallo film? I'm just asking.
It don't feel like a Giallo to me at all. Really.
Oh, I do.
Because there's no resolve. There's no resolve, no explanation at the end.
I think the look of the killer, like dressed in black, or at least one of the killers dressed in black, kind of gives you that feel. But you could argue that it's a straight up slasher as well. You could argue a few things, actually.
I would say more of that, or like a, what do you call it, like a serial killer type film, you know?
Yeah, it's all, definitely. I actually
think it leans more to a serial killer, but
right, yes, yeah.
I don't know.
I see it as an American Giallo, but I mean, I see fucking everything as American Giallo. Definitely Alice, Sweet Alice as well.
Yeah. Holland says, "I really like Cruising. When Pacino looks at the camera, I finished all over myself." Oh.
Too much information.
And then Tony Basement Blues says, "Say what?"
Do you think Tony's actually seen this film? Probably.
I wonder, Tony, have you seen the Cruising? Because it's not that explicit when it comes to nudity. It's more like they show you what they are going to do, and like almost.
It's off camera. Like stuff. You've got the fisting scene. The fisting scene is just slightly off camera.
It kind of like, it's in a way like Texas Chainsaw in that regard.
Yeah.
Then it puts he does shit with the camera work, and then you got these fucked up images in your head.
But that's perfect for what you said though, Dirk, because you said to me like the first hour is quite, you were taken aback. But I think probably because you were putting the fucking puzzle together in your mind rather than what you saw, because I didn't think
it was
graphic.
It's more. It's in a lot of ways it's worse though.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
Right. So Texas says, "You were lucky, Mayor. My mom hated horror films, so I had to see them by myself or with friends." I heard this is Mayor. I heard Freakin say that to be accepted to film in the gay leather clubs, that he ended up wearing a leather outfit.
Yeah.
I can picture him calling cut with a riding crop in his hand.
But he did. He went undercover himself. Like for like a week, I think it was before.
Dedicated.
But I don't think he turned like Al Pacino. That's the thing with Freakin.
The mayor says, Texas. Oh, okay. Texas, my mother hated horror movies too, but she would take me to an occasional one. Mostly, she took me to thrillers like Cruising and Deliverance. Oh shit!
Even Deliverance with the fucking the ass
Feel like a big boy.
Yeah.
Hold him, Shawnee. If he moves, shoot him. What the fuck?
But he didn't turn gay.
No, I think he was fucking horrified more than turn gay.
Let's see. Texas says the only time I got away with one was she and my stepdad decided to let me pick once, and I chose Galaxy of Terror.
There you go. It's a better choice.
That sounds familiar as hell. Like I can picture that cover almost. Galaxy of Terror from the VHS days. I can't think of what that is though. Let's see. The mayor says one of the killers ended up being killed by the next killer.
That's
I
right.
I can see the supernatural aspect of it. Like the murderer is jumping to one body after another, right? That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. Like it's a fucking demon or some shit, you know? Especially like you got to look back at the scene where you see the letters.
With the letters, yeah. But
he's talking about some dark. He's talking about some kind of dark fucking something shows up and fucking took him over or some shit like that. I didn't, I don't know.
It's touched upon, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Says I don't know if the film was trying to say whether he was secretly gay or not, but just couldn't shake the darkness of the murders of the case and for being surrounded by such unfamiliar things. Yeah. One of the actors playing the blonde drag queen also played the killer in 10 to Midnight, the Charles Bronson movie.
Yeah, the naked killer. He plays, yeah.
That's a fun one.
That's a good Bronson movie, yeah. It's been a long ass time since I saw it.
Oh, it's a great slasher film. That one is, yeah.
88 Films have released it. It's cheap to buy from them.
Yeah. 10 to Midnight is a great movie. Hell yeah. Let's see. Anthony says Karen Allen is a great actress, but Starman sucks ass. I highly disagree. That's childhood nostalgia, buddy.
I don't like Starman either.
He's the best part, though. Well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
First 20 minutes is great, but the rest is boring.
I don't know, man. I watched the shit out of it when I was a kid. My mother was a big butt Reynolds fan.
Got butt on the mind.
So I went to see lots of Burt movies.
Maybe she was a fan of Reynolds' butt.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But what I was saying about Friedkin is that he is a director I really like because he hates Hollywood, and I think in the end of the 70s or something, I think it was during the cruising period, he left Hollywood for a long time. He wanted to make experimental films and art house cinema. So I really respect him because if you look through his filmography, he has made so many weird movies that doesn't really fit. You couldn't say that's from the same director at all.
No.
I don't know. Have you seen many of his films, Darren?
Not as many as I would like. There's one I've got that I've never got around to called Jade.
Jade, yeah, the thriller from the 90s. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, is that like what type of film is that? Is it an erotic thriller? Because I think I might have read that somewhere.
Yeah,
so that's definitely, I've got the DVD of that. That's on my radar. Obviously, The Exorcist. Everyone's, is a masterpiece. But I'm trying to think. I've not seen that many. Thinking about it. Name a few titles, and I'll say. Can you remember many?
He did like a comedy sport film in the 90s that I loved as a child. I have it, but I haven't seen it since I was a child, called Blue Chips. It's a basketball movie. It was great. I was little, at least. I don't know now. But he also did a movie, a thriller, kind of in the vein of a slasher in many ways, that I think you will like. Rampage, it's called.
Oh
I
god,
haven't
yeah,
seen
that's coming out soon. That's
Yeah, I haven't
True
seen
Life.
it since I was 12, probably.
Isn't that like a true story as well? I think.
That I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But he also did a horror film. I don't know if you remember this one. It has a great cover art, but it was something I liked as a child or teen, called The Babysitter. At least in Norwegian, it's called Barnevakten. Maybe it's the English title as well. Sorcerer, highly recommend that one. One of the best remakes.
Sorry, yeah.
All did
No
Bug.
worries, man.
I was never a big fan of that one, but I think it's an okay film. But
I've heard mixed stories of Bug. I'll tell you one thing I have
I've
seen.
seen Bug. Yeah, I like Bug.
I've seen that documentary he's done on like that exorcism with Father Amor, I think it is. That's pretty good. A lot of people don't like the subject matter and all that, but I found that was really good. And he did do a documentary, didn't he, a couple of years back, where I think it's just him on camera talking about talking about The Exorcist. What's that called now? I can't think of what it's called offhand. That's because he comes up with stuff in that at the time of that was being made, no one knew. Because I mean, everyone knows everything about The Exorcist, right? But when this came out, he kind of like said new facts about the film. So yeah. But yeah, I need to watch quite a few more of his films, I think.
yeah, my point was just that if you think about a director like Wes Craven, or you think about John Carpenter, or many of the great ones, you can still spot it's their films. But if you go through the filmography to Friedkin, the only thing you can spot his career is the way he films stuff. So he's like a director who can make a really good comedy to a really good thriller, really good action film. He did an action film or thriller action, I would say, with Benicio del Toro, I think his name is, in the 90s or beginning of 2000. And he also did a great film recently, like 10 years ago, called Killing Joe, I think it's called. It's
Killer Joe, yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that. I need to check that out. Yeah.
That's a fucking good film. It's
I heard
really
it was.
dark.
I've heard about it. I have so many fucking films to watch, I can't ever watch shit. I always forget.
But I've never actually seen one of his most famous films. I think I have it. I need to check. Is that To
Live and Die in LA?
Die in LA.
That's what Mayor just put down there, and that is a great fucking movie. Yeah.
I've never seen that, but I've always wanted to. Yeah,
it's fucking amazing. It really is.
It's a thriller, right? Or
it's a police type. It's kind of a buddy cop type movie, but in a serious tone.
Okay.
But it's really good. It feels more realistic than those buddy cop bullshits,
I've never seen the French Connection one. It was one I've always.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But let's see. Let me catch the chat right quick. You already read Anthony's comment? Favorite freaking film? I'm assuming.
No.
Oh
no.
I thought that's what you were talking about. Favorite freaking film that is not The Exorcist.
I think I will go with Sorcerer, just because it's so weird. I like the ending is so ambiguous.
I don't know, man. I gotta say, probably French Connection.
Yeah, maybe that too. That's also fucking great.
I gotta say Cruising, because I don't think that's gonna kind of be beaten per second anytime soon.
Yeah.
Let's see. The mayor said, "Oh, I didn't even realize that I had a typo, but yeah, she did like Bert's butt." Mikey's Moore, what's going on, man? Dirk Diggler, hey everyone, yeah, man. Let's see.
He also did the remake of 12 Angry Men, and I think that's a fucking great remake.
I haven't even seen the original.
Oh man, you will love that original. It's a fucking masterpiece.
I might have
know
seen,
what, like-
I've probably seen clips as a kid or something, but never, never revisited it.
Yeah.
I think Uncle Bill really rates Sorcerer highly, and that like Gizmo said earlier, the titles always put me off watching it. Like Sorcerer don't grab you, like. But now, like Gizmo said what he said about it, and I know Uncle Bill loves that film. That'll probably be my next one of Freakins I'll watch.
The reason I think he put the title there is because of the choices the men are doing. I think it's just about the choices. That's my interpretation of the title, but I don't know. I never seen any documentaries about it or anything. So.
The mayor says probably To Live and Die in L.A. at Anthony's Horror More. It's good, man. It's really good. Charlie 88. Hi, Gizmo. Did you get the German release of Angel and Forces, the Godfrey Ho movie? I think it's a fun watch.
No, it's a kung fu movie, right? I haven't. No, I haven't.
Mikey's more same. I have so many movies to watch. There's not enough time in a day. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I've still never seen Sorcerer. Yeah, I haven't either. I ordered it, but Amazon canceled my shit.
But it's a drama. It's a pure out drama.
I think Anthony says I think The Hunted is a pretty underrated freaking film. Is that
the one I thought?
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
With the knife kata. I like that shit. That was cool. Solid choice, the mayor. Yep. I just know the second I buy the Blu-ray of Sorcerer, 4K will be in. Yep. Exactly. And now, now I just said screw it. I ain't even seeking it out. But I'm gonna wait.
But can you mention two films from Friedkin that you think are similar?
No.
Right.
No. Not at all.
Yeah. How many directors can you say that about?
Not many.
As far as like Ingmar Bergman, Fulci.
Yeah, but Fulci you can still compare films with. You can compare like House by
there's certain there are certain films. Yeah, not every. I get what you're saying. Not every film. Like so every one of Freakin's film, you can't compare to each other. No. So.
No. Well, at least that's what I know. I haven't seen the one you talked about now. Live and Die.
Definitely,
but
I'd definitely say that about Kubrick too, though. Which that's pretty obvious. But
Kubrick, yeah, he's never made anything.
But still, his two films, Killer's Kiss and Killer, I think, are pretty similar though. They are similar.
That's very early though. I haven't seen any of Freakin's very, very early shit, like where he didn't have money. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't think Kubrick had money during that time. Like, I don't know. But they're still not the same though.
No, but I can see similarity to them. How they are like
kind of noir kind
of
type. Yeah, I guess so.
And the mood.
Let's see. I guess we're on the mind, huh?
Yep.
All right, man. So this title is very deceiving, but I don't know. I don't guess it is. Not really, in a way. Yeah, it's not what you're expecting. Let me put it that way. And that's Werewolf Woman.
I need to get that released.
Fucking weird, motherfucker. I would just say, Dirk, when I watched that film, I was thinking, why? I was just thinking, why?
1976, man. So it's the director did everything. He wrote it. And he fucking did everything. Like I was looking at all these categories that had his name, like and all kind of shit. I was like, holy shit. So Reno de Silvestro. And so basically it's about this woman. She was I guess she was raped very young, and it's kind of traumatized her and shit. And then they tell her that she had an ancestor that was a werewolf that looks just like her. And yeah, so that's kind of the setup, man. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I really dug it when I did see it. It's heavy sexploitation. It's rape revenge. It's got some psychological shit going on in it too. It's open for interpretation, I would say too. But I don't know. I don't know how y'all see it, but what do y'all think?
Do you want me to go or?
Yeah, it's the same for me. We can flip a coin.
Surprisingly, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I think.
How'd you like that opening? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, with the dancing and yeah, the makeup effects are horrendous. Obviously,
I thought it was all right. Kind of reminded me of like a female Ozzy, like Bark of the Moon.
Oh right. I mean, if you compare this to like fucking American Werewolf, there's just no fucking comparison.
No, not at all. I'm not trying to say that.
Yeah. But I mean, that adds to the cheesiness of the whole film. I think it does turn really fucking dark towards the end as well.
Right.
So we've got Dagmar Lysander. I love her in any fucking film. She strips off as well, which is good. But yeah, I think it was kind of plays out like a slasher film. If you look at it like that, it does like a lot of the kills play out like a slasher film.
Yeah, you got a werewolf killing people with a fucking axe. So you got that,
There's always that, yeah. But it's exploitation. It's a bit of everything. I would say 1976. So go in expecting kind of because it's got Giallo vibes, haven't it? Do you think, or because it's got Howard Ross, who plays a lot in Giallo films. When he comes onto the scene as well, but she like falls in love with this random guy. Yeah,
because she's just going around killing people, like because she's fucked in the head,
Yeah, she's mentally fucking not there, and it does take like a dramatic fucking turn as it gets near the end, without giving too much away. But yeah, it's slasher, it's rape revenge, it's possession, it's fucking werewolf. It's basically
is she a werewolf? That is the question.
Well, yeah,
because was it her ancestor that was a werewolf?
Right, and is she possessed
reincarnated?
By her ancestor? Reincarnation, as well.
Reincarnated into her.
But yeah, I think on a fun level, it's okay. It's not going to be one I'm going to kind of want to break out every year or two. But it's okay. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I think definitely worth a one-time watch, I'd say.
Yeah.
Now, Gizmo, what do you think?
No, she wasn't a werewolf. She was a crazy
ancestor. She had an ancestor that was.
Yeah,
right?
There wasn't any werewolves in this fucking story. It was a crazy bitch. But the fun thing with this film the fun thing with this film is that this is the kind of Italian stuff, or I don't know, is this Italian? It's right, it's Italian, right? Or,
yeah. This is definitely Italian. Man. Yeah.
This is exactly the kind of Italian films I like, because nothing makes sense if you try to like really break down the story and if you take all the scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, I think what the director is trying to tell here, it's about like the tenant or something like that, a crazy fucked up lady that is just start believing in stuff because she's tormented of something that happens to her.
Yeah.
And she goes on a killing spree. There is no fucking werewolf in the story. There is nothing. She believes she's a werewolf, I think.
Right.
Right. Okay.
And that's my. You can think whatever, but that's my take on it. But I just see it. I wrote down a lot of stuff. This was the first one I saw. We see her dreaming of a woman that killed. I don't look at this as exploitation, first of all, at all. Exploitation should be sex.
Did you see though that the doctor did mention? They do mention lycanthropy, like it's a real thing in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
But you never actually know when we are inside. Like, if you
Right.
think about the
That's
film.
true. That's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know either way. So, I'm sorry, my bad.
No, I was just thinking because it was one important thing. Yeah, I couldn't see it in original language. That's probably Italian, right? So I had to see it with the dub. And fuck me, have you seen this movie with the dub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dialogue in this film is so crazy. I wrote it down. I hate you, you dirty whore, you bitch, I hate you. that was going on for like 1 minute.
Right.
And then she starts over again with the same kind of line, you whore, you pig, you murderer, you bitch, you.
Yeah. Kind of like The Exorcist, where she's just coming out with these fucking expletives all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I wrote down on the ending, I believe the movie is about a female who is more or less troubled with a rape she experienced a long time ago, and is trying to find herself again. Like during her mental breakdown, she experienced flash from her dreams, and soon she can't separate dreams from reality. The hatred of man builds more and more on her, and no matter how hard she tries, she can't fall in love with any of the dudes before she meets a dude later in the film. And then she suddenly, should we spoil this?
Oh,
yeah, you might as well.
I mean, but it is open for interpretation. I don't think you can spoil it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is like
but why did she get raped again?
Hold on a second. I'll go ahead and do this.
I asked the same question once more. Why did she get raped once more in the ending?
Why did she?
Yeah.
I guess because they were just pieces of shit. I don't know.
What you mean by the
or did she really, or did it really happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's too many things, that was like, I think she was a crazy fucked up bitch.
Yeah. So you think that she killed the dude and then she went and killed them dudes because she just fucked in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
That's an interesting take, yeah. I didn't even look at it on that fucking level. I just looked at it as, what it's called fucking Werewolf Woman, for fuck's sake,
That's why we do this, Darren, is to break down this fucking shit.
But every time like Dirk or yourself comes out with something like that, it does make me stop and think about it, maybe.
I mean, but it's not. I mean, that's how a lot of film is, though, man. It's open for interpretation, So, like, I could watch Gremlins and tell you that shit's about the Holocaust if I wanted to.
Right? Yeah.
And also want to pay some respect to these directors, because if you just look at those fucking films like they are,
yeah,
they're fucking bad.
Yeah. It's good shit though, man. I'm highly entertained by it.
It reminds me of Antichrist and all of those crazy ass Italian films you never see in any other country.
Yeah,
I think I'd buy it if they brought out a good release of it.
This is a pretty decent one. This is a raro, but
is there many extras on that, Dirk?
Yeah. This son bitch is packed, dude.
Oh, nice.
That's got a long ass.
It's
got what's that? There's a Blu-ray.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is it Kino?
No, it's a raro.
Huh. Never seen it.
Code Red, I guess. I guess that's same thing, right? Raro and Code Red.
I don't know. Probably.
Raro video. But anyway, it's got a long ass interview with the director. And I watched that shit. It was pretty fucking interesting because he was explaining the shit about the lycanthropy.
Right. Yeah.
And shit like that. I was like, holy shit, really? Okay. Cool. But yeah. It's not for everybody, man. But it is for us, I believe.
Like if you like Euro horror, you're gonna like it, I think, or you're gonna get something out of it. But yeah, it's not gonna be for your normal average fucking film fan. They're not going to really want to watch that.
And there's
Is
no way
there
out.
an Italian original language on the one you released there? Or is it only English dub on that one, Dirk?
No, there's the English, the Italian too. Yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah, because I fucking hated that English dub. It was so bad. It was like, you dirty whore, you fucking cunt.
I mean, yeah, that's what made it entertaining, though. You know, when she's doing that, every fucking expletive in the world.
Yeah,
like, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's you can't. I don't know how much else you can say about it, really. But it is heavy with the sexploitation and shit.
Sleaze exploitation. That's not sexploitation. Or at least in my head. Sexploitation is beautiful.
Right. So what do y'all give it?
I give it a strong. Well, strong's not the word. Then I give it a 6, just for entertainment value. I was going to say strong, but no.
I give it a strong 6 if you can use that. It was almost a 7 for me. I had a lot of fun with that film. It's stupid. I like the makeup in it. I know you didn't, Darren. I really like the makeup. I didn't like the makeup on the werewolf woman, but I liked everything else.
You didn't like the werewolf tits? And the nose? She had a great nose too.
Fuck yeah.
That shit just looks terrible.
But everything else I liked, and it was so cool. So the sex, you know, when she was sleeping with the dudes and she couldn't find love.
Yeah.
It was a deep drama. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was funny because they're all like just magically, you know, the cliche fucking scene where people are running down the fucking beach together and shit. Happy fucking joy. This motherfucker is jumping through fucking windows and flipping and shit. And she's all at the end at the fucking where the mattress is, and she's all hugging him when he comes up. It's fucking crazy. But it's great, man. I love that shit.
Yeah. Warn people about the gang rape as well. There's a gang rape scene as well. So
yeah.
So
that's what he was saying. Like, that's open for interpretation. Did it really happen? Did it not happen? You know.
But think about it. If she had killed a bunch of dudes throughout the film, wouldn't it be like more believable that she just killed some more dudes in the end and blamed them in her head that she got gang raped by them?
Yeah. I think that shit's happening today. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
Except not killing. They're not killing them, but they're killing them. They're killing the careers and killing fucking lives and shit like that. You know.
So you say that this film should have been named Me Too?
Yeah, this could be Me Too Woman.
Yeah, Me Too Woman.
But she sets that one fucker on fire at the end, and I think she uses a car crusher as well on one of them.
Oh yeah, What werewolf movie do you see uses a car crusher? Fucking kill somebody.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And that ending as well is like with her father is just so fucking downbeat. It's like
yeah. But I think it still fucks with my head because the whole she had an ancestor that was a werewolf.
Right. Yeah.
I believe if you asked Ted Bundy
like
that, he would also say it.
And she hallucinates and sees shit, sees the fucking her ancestor and shit. Now it's all coming back to me. But hold on, let me catch the chat right quick. Let's see.
But I didn't actually notice in the film that she got raped in the beginning. Maybe I saw a cut version. I don't know.
No, they just talk about it. When she's a child, they said that, like when she was a child, she got raped. But
okay. So I didn't lose anything.
Right, but that's what fucked her head all up.
That's kind of a disturbing start as well.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
In the park with that old guy. Yeah.
Charlie 88 says, need to get that Werewolf Woman Blu-ray. I like crazy Italian movies. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you'll like it. You'll enjoy it.
I think you'll dig it. Yeah, for sure.
Charlie 88, he's from Norway, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he comments.
Do you have
some of our videos?
Charlie? Do you have this one? He probably knows that this is banned in Norway.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone, Charlie.
Anthony says subtitles all day. The dubbed over voices always takes me out of it. Yeah. Certain movies though, I can't watch. Like I gotta watch it with the dub shit, you know. It's a totally different experience either way, you know.
I think if I'm reviewing a film and it's got an English dub, just for like a quicker is to like review, I'll do it like that, because when you read a film, I think you've got to watch it twice.
You do, but sometimes the dialogue's a little different, you know, and sometimes it changes the whole fucking story. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
You know,
I would take reading a film over, you know, an English dub every day though, if I had the chance.
Yeah. Like, but House by the Cemetery, I kind of want to watch it with the dub, you know, like
yeah.
So like I can't not watch it without the dub. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I did try it with Blade in the Dark, and it is a completely different experience. Completely different. But that shit's fun either way. Like with the dub, it's fucking hilarious. Let's see. 71. What's going on?
Hey.
But yeah, man, this was fun, man. We gonna do any more of these? I mean, I'm not saying we got to make picks right now because that'll be you know, I don't want to do that right now because I got to figure out what the fuck y'all haven't seen and all that shit. So like,
I think we could do this every couple of 2 or 3 months or something, maybe.
Yeah,
I think I think like it was an experience anyway. It was definitely an experiment. So overall, I'm glad I see even the bad ones. I'm glad I seen, you know, so just to say you've seen them. But yeah, there's a few surprises as well. So
yeah, man. We're on this this damn journey, man, of watching every film. I don't think it's never gonna happen, but you know, lost films are coming out every day. So
I mean, since you started doing this, I think I've watched more films than I've ever done in my life. More frequently, and
fucking right, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat, and y'all don't forget to shit. And I guess we're gonna get out of here, man. Let's see. I guess I can do something like that.
They smell like a pile of bullshit!
All right.